Hello guys, this is the next video, and in this video I want to improve player just a bit. So first of all, we have this bug here that I noticed long time ago, but I didn't want to fix it till a certain point. And I'm talking about wall slide. Wait, let me try to do wall slide. This wall is too high for me. I'll place player on the edge. Now check this out. I'm doing wall slide, and here some kind of magic is happening. You can see she's not exiting wall slide, which is not cool, I guess. Oh no, I fell. So we need to fix that. Gonna be easy fix. I guess you know how to do it. And what else? What else? What else? Oh, also I wanna make her be knocked when she receives high damage. Like if she gets 30% of HP cut, then we can knock her back like with a real force. So it's more noticeable to the player that he got real high damage just now. Let's start by fixing that bug of a wall slide. This one's gonna be super easy to do. We need to find this state of a player. It's a good test for me. How clean is my code? Because I don't remember anything I did. It was maybe more than 1 month ago. So I need to find the things and make sure it's working. I guess it was the wall slide. Yeah. So in the wall slide, we're gonna see if player is wall detected false, then we're gonna do state machine, change state, player air state. Okay, and I'll try this later once we go to play mode. Now let's work with the direction, with the knockback direction for the player. What I want to do is to check if player receives damage of 30% of his health, then we can do knockback. For that, we're gonna go to entity. Here we want to make protected virtual void setup 0 knockback power, which is going to be empty. We're going to override it on the player. Let's go to player. And here I'm just going to do override setup 0 knockback power, in which we're going to just do knockback power equals to new vector 2 0 0. And then back on the entity, after we doing knockback, we're just gonna do setup 0 knockback power. All right, this needed only for the player. We're not gonna make it 0 on the enemies, unless you have like some, heavy enemy, like you have big skeleton or a troll, then you can knock him back only if you did a critical damage, which we're gonna set up right now. So I wanna make a function, public void setup knockback power. It's gonna do knockback power equals to vector we're gonna pass. So it's gonna be vector 2 knockback power equals to knockback power. Good. Now we call in knockback whenever somebody takes damage. Just before, player had 0 knockback, so he wasn't knocked. On the player stats, when we where is it? Yeah, we do take damage, in which we do damage impact, which does knockback, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So here, when we do damage, when we decrease health by, we can check. Yeah, we have it on the player. I'm sorry for switching so much. On the player stats, we have decrease health by function. And here we can do check. If damage is bigger than get max health value multiplied by 0.3f, so it says if damage is bigger than 30% of the health I have, then we can do something. We can do debug log high damage taken. We can play some audio sound here. I'll check which one we have. And we can do player setup knockback power to something like maybe 10, 15, don't know. We're gonna see, oh, we need a vector. So new vector 2, 10, 15. All right, this is supposed to work good. Let's go and see this. Also, we're gonna check wall slide. We need to save character stats. Yeah, also we're gonna check wall slide, and then I'm gonna add a sound. Let's go. I'm gonna set health of the character to maybe something like, well, we have something like 150. Let's just take enemy skeleton, bring him back, and give him damage. And give him damage of something like, I don't know, 40. Will it be enough? With the level supposed to be enough. Let's check wall slide. There is just no other way to get to the wall. Yeah, so she falls back. Good. Now let's go and see damage. Whoa. This was kind of too much, but I like it. You know? I don't know, like, I like it. Looks good. Let's heal her a bit. Wait a second. Where's the stats? Current health. I'm gonna heal her up. Let him damage me. Alright, so maybe we should reduce it just by a bit. I don't know. This is kinda too much. But still, works good for us. And also, I wanna check the sound. I had some sound of girls struggling. I remember that. Yeah, this looks good. I mean, sounds good. Yes. Yeah, let's use this too. So it is 34, 35. Let's go and just at the place of the player stats, when we do in setup of the knockback, first of all, we're going to decrease it to maybe 10 and 7. I'll see how that works. Oh, sorry. Here I'm going to do audio manager .instance.play sfx. I forgot the number. Oh my god. 34, 35. 34, transform null. Anyway, we're going to play it because this comes from the character. And we can duplicate this line of code. Oh, actually, we can decide random index. Int random sound equals to random range from 34 to 35, because there are two sounds that can fit. And I'll put here random sound. Now let's go and try this. I'm gonna switch on music, but I'll switch off background music. Play BGM. And let's go to play mode. Oh no. Wait a second. I need to heal her up. Okay, do it. I'm sorry, it is so funny. Let's... Oh. Alright, so I tried 10 and 6, 10 on the X, 6 on the Y, looks okay. Also I noticed I can move in the time of the knockback, and that is because we did not set knockback duration on the player. Alright, so let's check duration on the skeleton. It is 0.7, we can take player and put here maybe 0.9, and let's try again. Oh, kinda too much. Let's try 0.5 then. Yeah, it's okay. Looks okay. I'll try lower and I'll heal her just a bit. Okay, push me now. Yeah, love it. So this is what we have here in the end. 0.3 on the knockback duration and 12 by... and 10 by 6 on the knockback power. Alright, good job on this one, and I guess that's it for now. Maybe I'll upload new video in the new section. Let's see how it goes, alright? Good job for now, see you in the next one. Hello guys, in this video I want to improve the skeleton. Not much to do, honestly, just some things that will make it a bit better. And one of the issues I want to fix is to stop him when he kills me. because once he kill me, we can see he's trying to walk there and he gonna walk, hit, which looks funny, but not that important. And when he comes to the center of the player, he gonna flip like that. Give me a sec. You've probably seen it many times. Oh, he cannot do it because of the wall. Okay, I'll move the body. So that's what he does, you can see. Which is okay, it is not visible on the game screen in any case because we make screen dark. But what if you make screen a bit transparent? Then you need to fix it. And I want to show you a quick fix to that. Back in the Visual Studio, we need to find enemy battle state. Skeleton, battle state. I'm gonna do close all but this. And on the enter, we're gonna check if player get component of player stats is dead, then we're gonna do state machine, change state, enemy, move state. And that's it. Now he's gonna walk by if he tries to enter battle state when player is dead, which is just what we need. I'm gonna show it to you real quick, and then I wanna improve Skeleton and his battle system. Slightly, but it will make it a bit better. We can see he just walks by. All right, so what I want to improve? We can see he has an, what do you call, the halberd, like the real long weapon. And this could be his specialty according to his weapon. Like he has long range weapon and you need to be quick to get to him into close range to kill him or keep your distance. Because at the moment he's like, we know it is a common enemy, but still we can make it somewhat interesting. And at the moment when he attacks, we can see his animation is much further than the hitbox he uses for the attack. So what I want to do here is to take this attack check, move it to the right and increase it. Over here we have attack check radius, so let's increase it maybe to 1.2. This is much bigger than it was. And this now somewhat correct according to what we see on the animation. And also it's kinda too easy to counter attack him. Maybe it's me practiced a lot while testing the game, but at the moment I basically can knock back him at any time. Just check this out. Alright, so I know how he does it. Very easy to do. If you want, you can keep it like that. And maybe you'll give it for testing to some of your friend or family member and see how they dealing with the skeleton. Is it easy for them to counter attack? But as for me, for my difficulty of the game, I'm gonna go to attack here, find this counter attack and move it maybe here. So we have only 1, 2, 3 frames to counter attack. This is gonna be a bit more difficult to do. And also his attack speed is kind of predictable. So I wanna make his attack speed kind of random. All right, we're gonna go to enemy skeleton, find, oh, it's on the entity, I guess. Attack cooldown, yeah, here it is. So what we're gonna do is to, we're gonna rename this to min attack cooldown, duplicate this and make this as max attack cooldown. All right, so this is what we have. And then on the enemy battle state, here, when we set cooldown, we're gonna set oh, we cannot rename this, we need it. All right, let's go back. Just rename it back to attack cooldown and duplicate this one with the word minimum attack cooldown. Okay, better. Now on the battle state, when we check if can attack, once we return true, we're gonna do enemy attack cooldown equals to enemy equals to random range with the enemy min attack cooldown and enemy max attack cooldown. So it's gonna be different every time. All right, just slightly different, but believe me, it improves it a lot. Here we can put minimum 0.35 and maximum maybe 55, don't know. All right, so sometimes faster, sometimes longer. And also I want to increase his distance of the attack, because at the moment he will not attack me until I come really close. So I want to try to put here maybe maybe 2, or, well, let's just try 2, because he has a long range weapon, so he's supposed to attack me from a long distance and predict me coming into his range. All right, so let's see now. Yeah, he kind of does it long anyway. But he is now more aggressive. There is a less time for me to come closer if I want to. All right, this works for me. I think it's good. I'm not sure about other improvements. For now, it's okay. There can be some more polish done, but this one is not a big deal. And if you have some ideas on how to make it better, do it. Let me know what you did to your project. How did you improve it? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello guys, in this video we're gonna do a bit more of the improvement and we're gonna do pause of the game. Gonna be super simple to do. Let's go to the Visual Studio and we need to find Game Manager. I have it open here. Gonna do close all but this, and I'll make a function, public void, pause game, in which we need to pass boolean pause, and then we're gonna check. If pause, then time.timescale equals to 0. Else, time.timescale equals to 1. And that's it for Game Manager. We can close this. Let's go to UI, find a place we switch in UI, and here I'm gonna check if Game Manager instance not equal to null, then we need to check if we switch on in-game UI. So if menu is equals to in-game UI, then we're gonna do pause game from the Game Manager instance, pause game, false. Else, if it's any other element, then Game Manager that instance that pause game, true. We also want to go and find player script, and in the player script, in the update, we want to check if time.timescale is equals to 0, then return. So we're not going to accept any input, none of the states going to work, nothing going to happen with the player if we are on pause. So let's go and try this now. So now nothing works in the UI. I can change the items and it's fine. Everything works here as before. We have sword, we can equip it. Cool, right? Oh, I think black hole didn't work. Wait. Sword is okay. Dash is okay. How about black hole? No, it's fine. It's okay. Good. See you in the next video. Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and in this video we're gonna do a bit more of a polish on the game mechanics. We forgot to do something important. I forgot to do something important. I forgot to destroy enemies when they die. And also we need to do something about the player when he falls to the gap. So at the moment, if I jump off the cliff, nothing is going to happen. As well as the enemy. If I kill him, nothing is going to happen to him. Like, let me try. Gonna kill him real quick. He's gonna fall there, and he's not destroyed. We can see he's still in the game. He's somewhere at the very low position, keep falling. So that's the problem 1. And problem 2 is my player. If for some reason I'll jump off the cliff, like so, nothing going to happen. So that's the problem as well. So what I'm gonna do here is something simple. I wanna make an empty object. It's gonna be called as dead zone, which you're supposed to place in any gap you have in the game. We're gonna add box collider to it. Gonna be is trigger, and for this one I will place it like so. Sorry. And just to demonstrate work of this, I will delete this part of the platform here. Let me do it real quick. Alright, so now I can fall here and I can fall here, as well as the enemies that can fall to this gap. And now on a dead zone, we need a script. So I'm gonna make it, give me a sec. Here, create C# script, dead zone. So we put script on this, and we can do it in many different ways. We can call a die function. We can decrease health to below 0. We can do anything. Just let me remember how we die in this game, because I kind of forgot. On the enemy stats, we have called function enemy die, which transfers us to a dead state, if I'm not wrong, on the enemy skeleton. All right. And on the player stats, we die, and we do something similar, I believe. Yeah, and this function is protected. So we can make it public, and we can use it to kill whoever goes to that gap. And this will do everything for us. Let's go to character stats. You know, just not to make die function public, I'll make another function here, public void kill. We need something like die from something, like die from falling, or let's call it kill entity. All right. And this function just gonna call our protected virtual die. So gonna call die function. That's it. Now we have it. I want to go to the dead zone we created somewhere here. We're going to do on trigger enter. On trigger enter 2D. We're going to do if collision get component of the enemy not equals to null, or collision get component of the player not equals to null. Then we're going to get collision get component of character stats, and we're gonna call function kill entity. Else, we're just going to destroy an object. Let's say it's an item falling there or anything like that. So else destroy collision game object. All right, good. We just need to make sure it's not overlaying any important items we have. Hello guys, I was just editing the video and I felt a little bit stupid, because we can just do check for character stats instead of all of this. Character stats not equals to null. Then we kill entity. Would work the same. That is also okay, but this one is kind of cleaner, you know. Yeah, let's continue. Now back in Unity we can just test this out. And actually before we test this out, let's go to the enemy skeleton and invoke destroying of the object once he dies. Maybe not even the, where is it, enemy skeleton? We need enemy stats, I guess. Just here, I'll type destroy game object, and I'll give it a time of, let's say, 5 seconds. Right, let's save this and go to Unity. We have a dead zone placed here, and you can place it anywhere you need it whenever you have a gap. Or you can just stretch it to entire level, like so, with a size of, 1000. Nobody stops you from doing that. But you need to remember, if you have something like level with the, like levels, like you have a ground level, then you go to the tunnel and there is some dungeon going on, and then you can get up, and then you have a new place here with the gaps, like so. Let's say you have this kind of level, then you would have to place a couple of dead zones, one here, one here, one here. You know what I mean. Now let's go and try this. First I'm gonna kill an enemy. Kill an enemy. We need to check if this character is not dead, then we can call a die function, because we're gonna kill him once. And I guess he fall in there and dies again, or he does not. We need to check with the souls, because otherwise it would give us double of souls. But let me try to fall there. So she died, and yeah, as always. Now, let me see, I have 0 souls. The skeleton, where is he? Supposed to give, like what, 196? If I If I have double of that, we need to check if he's not dead already. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. Well, just to be, you know, on a safe side, let's go to this function on the character stats and do here if not is dead, then we call die. Okay, better, much better. All right. Last thing to check is to let enemy fall to the gap just on its own and see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna place my skeleton here and I'm gonna let him detect me. Hey boy, I'm here. And he goes there and dies and we get souls and we lost the items, but it doesn't matter because in general it's okay. Good, I like it. Well, that's it for this video and I'll see you in the next one. Hello guys, I kind of forgot to do something important, so I had to come back to this section and add this part. It's pretty much important. I don't know how I could forget about it, but in any case, I'm pretty sure you could do it on your own. Still, I want to show it. I'm talking about invincibility of the player in the time of dash, right? That's what we need. And also it would be useful in case we want to create some boss or maybe special enemy who can avoid attacks in some certain stages. Yeah, I want to do public bool is invincible, get private set. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we got it. Now somewhere below maybe, but out of the calculating region, yeah, maybe here, public void, make invincible. Not sure about the spelling, but it's okay. So invincible, and this one. Invincible. All right. So this will do only one thing. It will take our invincible boolean is invincible and make it to invincible. And then we're going to go to function take damage and type here if is invincible, then return. All right. That's all what we need to do here. And here on the dash state, I'm going to do just on the enter player stats make invincible true. And on the exit, player stats, make invincible, false. That's it. Good job for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello guys, in this video we're gonna do a bit of a visual polish, which is really something like, you know, when you have visual improvement to the game, it's much better than you just fixing a bug. Because when you fix a bug, nobody realizes something changed, really. But when you give it something visual, like you make it look better, then it's much more noticeable. And that's what we're going to do in this game. I want to make effect for the elements we have. And for that, we're going to use particle system, and it's going to be super simple to do. All right, let's go and create effect particle system. This one going to be ignite fx. If you never worked with particle system, well, just try to understand what I'm doing. I'll try to explain a bit, but you know, this course is not about particles. It's more about making an RPG game, and we kind of did that. This is just, you know, something I want to show you as well. So I'll try to explain some, and to be very honest with you, this is not difficult at all, because all of these settings, they pretty much explains themselves very well. Like velocity over lifetime, you have velocity during lifetime of the particle. Color of the lifetime, you have color during the lifetime of the particle. And it's like that. So let's just try to set up one of them for our need. At the moment, we can see particle is not visible. First of all, we need to fix rotation of the particle here. Let's make it 0. Now they go in to our direction. It was behaving like that because of the 3D effect. So this is how it works now. If we bring it back to 90 how it was, or minus 90, it goes up. So that was the problem. Let's bring it back to 0. Let's bring back 2D mode. Now what we want to do is to make it visible. We can do that by going to renderer over here, find sorting layer, and just move it to, let's make new sorting layer, FX. All right, so I'm gonna go there and use FX for this one. Now it is visible, and this is like more for 3D, which you can keep if you want. I offer you to change material to sprite default. Now it looks more like what we need. Next step would be to change white square to something else. And because this one is for Ignite, we can go to texture sheet animation on the right side and find here mode sprites. Now we can choose this dot over here and find something that looks like Ignite on the icons. Can be this one, this one, this one, but I chose this one with a skull. Looks really good. So this is what we have now, and it's kind of a lot, you know, we could have less of them. So to fix that, we can go to emission over here. It's so small. Can I increase it? I think I cannot. I would like to increase size of this window because this is kind of small. All right, so we can decrease rate over time to make less of them. Maybe something like 2. This is better. Now we can see they are spreading in the wide area. So what we can do is go to shape, and there are different shapes, but we can use cone as it is right now. Let's just reduce radius. Reduce angle as well, because this is a cone, it behaves like that. You know what I mean by saying cone? Like we go into 3D, we can see a cone spreading particles. We can twist it. Let me choose a rotation tool and bring it up. So now it's spreading up in a cone. And by changing this angle, we're increasing or decreasing the radius. So I think 10 is okay, radius 0.35. Let's keep it rotated up, so minus 90, because this is the Ignite, and I want particles to go up. Now let's see what else we can do about this to make it look better. I want them not fly like so far, so maybe we should decrease the lifetime over here to, let's say, 2. How about now? Yeah, this is better. They disappearing earlier, and we can make them transparent when they disappear instead of just popping up like that. So let's go to the color over lifetime over here, click it, then we go inside, and on this side, alpha should be decreased. So now they're disappearing like that. And when enemy is ignited, we can place particles on the top of his head to work like that. I think still it's kind of too far, so I'll try to change something. Let me see what I can do. How about scale on the... I don't like how it behaves. Maybe, okay, I'll try to change the shape. Let's see. And we can reduce the start speed to maybe 1. Oh, this is better. Yeah, and the shape, let's decrease the X. Here is the shape we can see, and it tells you how wide it's going to be spread, like so, or like so. Let's see. Yeah, this looks okay, I guess. What do you think? Well, who am I asking? I'm alone here. All right, so this one looks nice. I like it. I'm gonna keep it like so. Maybe I'll change it a bit. If I'll do, I'll tell you, or you'll see it in the final project. As of now, this looks good. I want to show you a couple of more settings. If you want, you can change velocity of this, and we're gonna try to change velocity once we have a chill effect. So this one good for Ignite. Now let's duplicate this and rename it to chill affix. All right, first task would be to switch off Ignite. Yeah, and second task would be to take chill effect and change sprite for this. And I believe there is somewhere a snowflake which can be really useful for this purpose. This one. Nice. Now let's change velocity of this object by selecting velocity over lifetime. And on the Y over here, I'm gonna select -1. Does it go down? It does not because of the rotation. Let's bring back rotation back to 0. All right, good. Now it goes down like that because we rotated the object in a 3D scale, as you can see, right? So this is the snowflakes, and they look kind of cool, I guess. Let's see what else we can do about it. Maybe place it a bit higher. I feel like they're bigger than they should be, and they cover in the enemy entirely. So maybe let's change start size to 0.7. Yeah, good. And maybe we should do same for ignite, start size 0.7. All right, so we have a chill effect, which looks not bad at all. Now let's duplicate it and name it as shock affix. For the shock effect, I don't want it to go neither up or down. I want it to spread to the all sides we have. So for this one, I'll try to keep rotation at the 0. And on the velocity over lifetime, let's see what if we keep it 0. They don't move at all. Not cool. We want them to move just a bit. I want them to move like spread to different directions. Maybe we should change the shape to sphere over here. Oh, yeah. Good one. Radius 1. Nah. Okay, I'll try to reduce the radius to keep them. Good. Let me switch off chill affix. Now we have shock. Now we have shock affix. We need to change sprite. Go in here and find something that looks like shock. And I believe there was an icon in the beginning. Yeah, this one. Good. So shock is more like a, random. Let me try to find better solution because I kind of don't like this one. Okay, what if we try to reduce lifetime to maybe 1.5? Yeah, it's so... No, 2 was better. Okay, I'll keep it at 2. And I think this is fine. Looks good. If we want, we can increase the speed of this by choosing the speed simulation, because this one is a shock effect. It could move faster. I'll try 2. Too much, maybe just 1.2, 3, 4. No, let's keep it at 1, as it was. Let's see, start speed, 1. Okay, let's try this one and see how it looks in the future, because I think at the moment it's okay. Good, so now we have 3 different effects that behave a bit differently, and we could work on them more to make them look even better, but I'm pretty satisfied with the result I have here. If you want to change them, just play with the settings a bit, try different things, just, be wild. Trust yourself, trust your gut, and try some different things. Now, what our task is. Our task is to place these particles on the enemy and switch them on or off whenever we want to. Let's go to the enemy skeleton. I'm gonna place them here just to make a child of the enemy skeleton, switch them on, and we need to find play on awake over here and uncheck it. Good. Now let's go to enemy skeleton and find entity affix script. Here it is, and we want to go inside. Here I want to have a header, element particles. Now let's make it serialized field, private, ignite, affix. Oh, it should be particle system. Particle system, ignite affix. Now we have one more for chill affix, chill, and one more for shock. Good. Now that's all what we need basically here. Now we can go to function that we use to ignite, chill, or shock, and just take these particles. Oh, sorry. Yeah, just take these particles and play it. So ignite affix dot play. Then we go to chill affix dot play, and we could have a function like just to play any particle you pass there, but as of now, I think it's okay. Shock FX, play. And on the cancel change color over here, at the moment we're reducing any effect we have. I'm gonna do ignite FX stop, chill FX stop, shock FX stop. Nice. Now we can go and try this out. There is one more improvement we can do, but we're gonna do it later. Let's try for now. So I'm gonna take my skeleton, give him lots of HP so we can test things out. Let's go max health 250. I'm gonna take my player, find his magical damage, and just make fire damage bigger than other items here. So let's try 10 of the fire damage. And in the play mode, I'm gonna ignite him. Come on, boy, come here. Oh no, what is it? The variable has not been assigned, of course. I keep forgetting all the time. Let's do ignite FX, chill FX, and shock FX, and play mode. All right. So I'm gonna try ignite, and we have effect there. Okay, we could make them bigger, I guess. Let's try again. Yeah, let's make them bigger. As of now, I'll try just start size 1.2. Let's see. Yeah, this looks better. Okay. Now you could see they kind of not immediate, like there is short delay when I hit him. Like I hit him, but effect comes with a short delay. What we can do to prevent this is to select all of the effects and choose pre-warm, which says if you put mouse over it, it plays like it would play one loop cycle before that. And also start size for all of them, 1.2. Okay, let's try again. There they are, ignite. One more time. Well, I kind of don't like it's instant. Maybe we should not do pre-warm. Try again. Maybe this is better. Well, it's up to you to decide. What do you like so or instant? Next step to check chill damage. I'm gonna take my player and give him ice damage of 5, fire damage 0. Let's try to chill this guy. Oh, nice. I like it. Smashing. Good. Now let's try to shock the guy. Lightning damage. Boom. Good rate. Really good. I like how it looks. It gives more appearance of what is going on, more understanding of what is going on. Oh, something we need to do before we end this video. We need to take enemy skeleton, click override, apply all, and we want to take these chill effects, ignite effects, and shock effects and place them on the player as well. So let's copy, paste, move them to player like so. We need to remove this number 1 here. Number 1. We need to assign it on the player. Chill, ignite, shock, and we need to move their position because now they're at the position of the skeleton. So it goes here. Oh, they look different scale, because scale of the player is different from the scale of the enemy, I guess. It's okay. Ignite and shock FX. Let me see. Yeah, they have 0.7 here. Okay, let's try to fix it. Let's make it 1. 1 and start size 1. Okay. Same on this. Start size 1. Now they look kind of same. Good, 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 good. Now me and the enemy can be shocked with visual effects. And that's it for this video. Ha, you are burning. Nice. All right, that's it for this video. This was a good example of a polish, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello guys, in this video we're gonna do something different for the visual effect, something super simple. I want to improve black hole. On the graphics folder, fix, there is such thing as, or is it, where is it? Let me find it. There was an effect, a fix. Oh, this one. Also found it on the itch.io. So what we're gonna do is to take one, move it to the scene. I'm gonna name it as black hole affix. Okay, it's not visible, but it's okay for now. What we need to do is to find prefab of a black hole, skills, black hole, move it to the scene, and make this black hole a fixed child of a black hole, like so. And black hole is a ground layer, so we can make this of a ground layer as well, but -1, so it will be behind of the black hole, right? Or just 0, or -1. No, it should be, I'll try 0, because I don't know. We need to see it in the action. So now it looks like so. By the way, it looks very cool, I like it. What we can do now is to improve this one with the animation. We need animator controller on this, controllers, animator controller, black hole fxac. You're gonna put it on the object like so, make animation, animations, black hole fx. Now let's go back to graphics, fx, void backlight. Yeah, that's how I called it, backlight. Drag it here, sample rate 15, let's see it. Okay, this looks good. So we need to decide it is in front of the ground or behind. What I'm gonna do here is to take my black hole, make layer 2, and for the black hole 1, so it is in front of the ground all the time. Now we need to reduce scale of this black hole light. So it is size of the black hole. Something like so. And when black hole getting increased, it's gonna grow as well. All right, now I'm gonna take this prefab, hit override, apply all, delete it from the scene, and try it in a play mode. Do I have it learned? I have. Let's try. No way. Looks kinda good, but a bit off because this one has a different style. This one more like a drawn picture, not a pixel art. So what we're gonna do, compression none, filter mode no filter, and on a black hole itself, I wanna make it a bit smaller so it's barely visible. On the prefab, skills, let's open it, take this and make scale even smaller. So it's barely visible. Now 0.24, 22, 21, 0.2. Okay, let's try now. You have to try these things. What fits you better? What do you like more? I'll try this one and I guess I'll keep it. Yeah. All right, guys, so this is how it looks for now. I think it looks okay. Keep it or not, it's up to you. And I guess that's it for this video. Hello guys, in this video I want to show you how to make a snow effect, firefly effect, fire snow effect, whatever you like to call it, whatever you like to make it. Alright, I'm just going to show you the principle on how to do it. It's going to be super simple to do and it's going to be super simple to change for different purposes. So what we're doing here, we're clicking right button, effect, particle system, and I'm going to call it as fire snow fx because in the end I'm going to use it as a fire snow, but before we do that I'm going to show you different examples. So first of all, let's go to renderer, choose certain layer fx, and material should be sprite default. Now it looks like a square, and we're gonna change rotation to 0. Now it goes like that. What we can do next is to change shape to the box and increase scale of the X so it is wide like so. All right. We can place it above. And then we're going to do velocity over lifetime. And for the velocity over lifetime, we're going to change y to -1. Now it's falling like that. Very cool. What we can do next is maybe increasing them Let me see, let's try to increase Y scale. Yeah, a bit better. Now the start size of this should be changed to 0.1. And now, ta-da, we have a snow. So easy, right? This can be played and changed in many ways. For example, we can take emission and increase it to, I don't know, 999. Now it's real snow. And you can add velocity to X or Y. Just let's say 1 on the X. Now it goes to the right side. Remove it, goes down. -1 goes to the left. And then we can go to where is it? Collision. Choose type world. Mode can be 2D. And collision with, we're gonna choose only, like we can click nothing, and then we're gonna choose ground, player, enemy. Now it's gonna be there and it's gonna bounce off the objects like so. We can decrease bounce by just a bit, maybe to 0.1. Doesn't bounce so much. Now let's go to color of a lifetime. Here, click it and make it transparent in the end. Where is it? Here, transparency. I don't really like it. Okay, we're not going to make it transparent, but because I wanted to make fire snow, I'm going to make it yellow. All right, now we can decrease the lifetime to maybe 2. Goes like so. Wait, I don't really like it. We can do something about it to make it better. Let me see. Well, even this now gonna work as a snow. It's gonna bounce off the objects in a play mode. I think we can decrease the size even more. Yeah, a bit better. Now, I'm not sure about color of a lifetime, although I kind of like it, but still, we can make it fall faster and maybe reduce the bounce even more. Let's try 0.5. Okay. This is the effect, right? So this is kind of like a snow, and I make it yellow, so it's yellow snow. Yeah, I prefer to see it as a fire snow. What else you could do here? Well, many different things. You can reduce Y velocity to make it slow, and reduce the lifetime maybe to 1. You know, from this point, it's just about tweaking the parameters. All what you want to do with this. I'm going to show you another way to make it cool. First of all, you could make a kind of a waterfall if you take a scale of the shape and make it slim. Let's say 5 or even 2. Now the same particles, same velocity, same amount, but in a very slim box, and it behaves like a waterfall or something, which you can place at the entrance, let's say. Yeah, many different things can be done about this. Let's say we can take it, place it in the gap over here. Wait. Place it at the gap, make it blue and white. So let's say this color gonna be blue, this one gonna be white, and we're gonna increase start size to maybe 15. And now we need to go there. I cannot see it. There is kind of not really a waterfall, more like a magic. Don't know. All velocity on the X. Yeah, well, not exactly waterfall. Maybe need to play a bit more with this, but still kind of cool looking, I guess. If you make velocity not minus but positive, it's going to be like a fire that you need to cross. And you can keep it just as effect or make it do something. This looks so cool, right? I love it. Let me try again. 2 on the Y, 0 on the X, and I'll place it somewhere here, not to go far. You can keep it as a visual effect just, or something else, I don't know. Again, it's all limited by your fantasy, like what is in your mind, what you can do with this, how you can use it. You could respawn these particles on some kind of skill, like let's say you place in a flame wall, and if enemy goes into this wall, he takes some amount of damage from the fire, right? Oh no, I fell again. Why do I keep falling? I'm gonna give her a bit more of the jump force. Where is it? 20, okay. Oh, it's not gonna be saved. Okay, whatever. Looks cool, right? So I think you got the idea from this one. We can, I've got another idea, sorry. Let's try the shape, X only 1, maybe 1.5. And we're gonna make a child of the enemy skeleton. Place it here, like so. And now, oh no, we need to do it again, okay. Shape 1. Move it to the enemies. Change position. And let's make sorting layer for this one as the enemy. So it is behind the enemy. Enemy -1. Nah, look, it's the enemy with the some kind of glowing fire head or something like that. Which also looks not bad at all. If we take it and play with it a bit more, like changing space to world, does nothing really. Okay, simulation space world. Yeah, here, simulation space world. Now it's gonna follow it like so. And on the velocity over item, and on the velocity as well. Looks like so. You know, so there can be many things done with this. I just gave you like 3 different examples on this, how you could make it work differently in your favor. What else we can do? I want to show you how to do a dust. I'll just place it here and I'll make it how it was. Can I do it with a Control Z? I'll try. Yeah, okay. So another effect you could make is, let me switch this off. Effect, particle system. Let's say it's a firefly. Fireflies. Just take the shape, make it as a box, increase it. We need to change rotation to 0, like so. You could make more of them on the emission, let's say 500. Make them real small, 0.1. On the renderer should be a fix, sprite system, sprite default, and there it is. You can see it's blinking like so, like some kind of dust in the air or particles. Let me make it a bit bigger. Right? And you can, maybe you can hide it behind the ground. Why not? Now it's like that. You could again give it some velocity so it goes to some side, like to the right side. Where is it? Velocity over lifetime. Just 1 on the X. And make it transparent. Color over lifetime. As you can see, it's the same techniques, just with a different shape. And this one gives, I would say, decent visual effect to this area. Like maybe it's a snow, maybe it's a dust, maybe it's a magical particles, whatever comes to your mind, right? This looks good. Kinda like it. So yeah, and even this light effect, we could keep it like so. Or let's say you have a really twisted dungeon with tunnels, like you don't know which path you should take. I don't know, twisted dungeon, and you could play these particles to show the way to the player. Like if I take these fireflies and place them only here, I kind of see it is inviting me because nothing is here, but something is here. So you're like, okay, I'll see what is inside, and I'm not gonna fall, hopefully. All right, so that's the idea, and good job in this video. I gave you a couple of examples how you could make it better, and I think now you know a bit more on how to work with particles. Again, play with the color, try different things, gonna be cool, telling you. Hello guys, in this video I want to show you how to make a hit effects. So when you hit the enemy, something pops up, looks nice, gives more feeling. And we could use particle system for that. On the texture sheet animation on the particles, you could put different sprites. The problem is if your sprites not on the same sprite sheet, you cannot do that. They're supposed to be on the same sprite sheet. That's why it says here, all sprites must share the same texture atlas. Let's say if I would choose sprites from the same atlas, like the icons. Okay, would not give me an error, would play them just like it's supposed to be. Different sprites. You can see it chooses first, and then in the end it changes to another. But we cannot do it because our sprites are on different pictures. And I could spend some time and combine them in the editor, but I don't want to. First of all, you know how to do it with the particle system I just showed you. You just use the same sprites in a row and it will play as animation. Second, I want to show you how to make it with the prefab, which also I guess you can make by now, but still, if you are still here, I'm gonna show you. Right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take one particle from the hits 0, place it here, gonna be hit affix, and I'm gonna name it 0, 0, because we're gonna have a couple of them. Now we need animator controller for this. I'm gonna make folder for affixes, affix, let's drag black hole there, and that's it for now. And make animator controller hit affix 0, 0. Let's put it on the hit affix 0, 0. Animation, we're gonna create a clip, animation, animations, folder for hit affix, and this one gonna be hit affix 0, 0. Actually, I'm not gonna make all of them, like there are 7 or 8 sprites for this. I wanna just do simple damage and critical damage. That's what I want to do. Now we go to graphics, FX, hit, and you can choose any of this, by the way. They all look good. You could use this one for crystal damage. You could use this one, let's say, for ice damage, and some other for fire damage. There was something. Yeah, you could use this one for fire damage. Whenever enemy just gets health decreased by fire, anything like that. But I'm gonna give you a simple example and then you can extend the idea. You're gonna take hit 0, take all of the sprites, drag them here, make sample rate 12. Let's see, sorting layer FX. Let's find it. I'm gonna switch off my fire snow and check hit FX. So this is how it's played. And it looks good, I guess. We need empty sprite, and I believe we had somewhere here empty sprite. Just let me find it. Don't remember which one, but I'm sure we had it somewhere on a Thunder. Yeah, here it is. I'll take this empty sprite. So it will end like so. Alrighty, looks good. Now, let's go to entity fix script and use it. We're gonna go animator, asset, prefab, drag it here. And then we're gonna go to any entity fix. Make a function, public void, create hit affix, in which we're gonna do game object, new hit fx, and we need prefab that I forgot to make. So I'm gonna go here, header, hit fx, serialized field, private game object, hit fx. Instantiate hit fx. For the position, we need position of the enemy we get in hit, right? So we hit in, so we're gonna have transform target. It's gonna be target position. For the rotation, we could do a bit of the different rotation every time, so it looks a bit different every time. Let me just do new vector 3, and for the x and y, we're gonna do something like minus plus 90. Yeah, well, I guess we need to rotate z, right? Let's take hit fx, and we need to rotate z. Yeah. So what we're gonna do here is to type float random z rotation, just z rotation equals to random, because it's obvious it's gonna be random range from minus 90 to 90. And we're gonna pass here 0, 0, and z rotation. Let's see, what else? What is it? Oh, shows, okay, we can do it in a different way. Quaternion identity. Then here we take new hit fx, transform, rotate, new vector 3, 0, 0, z rotation. I also want to have a different position every time, but not really different, just a bit of the offset. Sometimes it pops near the head, sometimes it pops near the feet, like doesn't really matter. So it's gonna be here float x position equals to random range, like from minus 0.5 to 0.5. And we're gonna see maybe we're gonna even reduce it to lower value. And this one for the y. Then here we're gonna take new hit fx, transform position equals to new vector 2, x position, y position. All right, that's what we're doing. Now that's good for now. Now we need to call this whenever we hit the enemy. So let's go to the character stats. When we do damage, yeah, do damage. Here, we're gonna do entity, like what, fx. Yeah, we get access to a fix. Good. I don't even remember how. Why do we have it here? Did I create it before? Yeah, I did for some reason. Good. Fx, create hit fix on the target stats.transform. Okay. That's it. Let's go and see this. Oh, we need to place it on the prefab. So I'm gonna delete it from the hierarchy. Go to prefab. Select player, drag hit fix, select enemy, drag hit fix. Maybe we should do a null check. Now. Oh no, why it's there? Come on, man. I know why. Let's go to entity fx here. Oh, we choose target transform. And we pass in target transform, don't we? Or we just do an offset. Yeah, let's delete it from here and make here plus new vector 2 or new vector 3, because we're using vector 3 on here, and we're going to do x position, y position. So we're setting up offset here. Okay. Okay, works. Now there are some issues with this. First of all, it is looped. So in the animations, hit fix, we need to uncheck loop, and we also want to destroy it after it's played. So over here, we're gonna do destroy new hit fix after 0.5 F, I guess. This is enough to play that animation. Good, right? I think it's kind of a lot happening with all of these effects. So I'll try to remove magical damage for now. Good, it's there, something is happening. This is what I call polish. Some more of the effect. I kind of don't like it is white and it's barely visible, so maybe we can make it yellow, or maybe we can use another one. Do we have a graphics, fix, heat? Let's see what we have. Blue. All of them are blue. What if we make it yellow? Just on the prefab, we're gonna take it and change color to yellow. Yeah, more noticeable. Good, and every time it looks a bit different. Now, regarding the critical strike, what if attack is critical? Could we make it look better? Yes, we could. There is such thing on the graphics heat I found. Really like this one. I think we could make it hits. So it's same as anything else. And this one looks like so. Like a splash of the attack. Which looks good. So we try to use it. We're gonna play with the rotation a bit because this one a bit different. Let's see how it goes. How we can do it. We need to make a new one. So I'm gonna take one of them. It's gonna be hit fx critical. Yeah. We need animator controller fx hit fx critical. I forgot to add AC. You need to be consistent, Alex. AC. All right, now we need animation. Animations, hit fx critical. Let's go to graphics, fx, hit, take these sprites, place them here, and let's go to thunder and take empty sprite, place it here as well. Before I go too far, let's go to animation and switch off loop. Loop time and check. Okay, sample rate 15. Not visible. Fx 1. Okay, now this is how it looks. And it looks good. I like it. Let's make it a prefab. Now, for this one, we would have to change rotation differently because we cannot, like we would have to flip it, right? Because this one is kind of directional, like so. And if we wanted to hit from the right side, then we need to flip it like what? Like so. Wait, I'm gonna try this one. Can we use Y rotation, X rotation? Oh, we can use X rotation, yeah. So we can make X rotation -1. We basically need to take the scale and assign it equals to facing direction. That's what we're gonna do to take care of this. Let's go to the player, entity fix, make a new one, critical, hit fix. And since we have only a couple of hit effects now, I'm just gonna pass here boolean critical, right? And gonna be game object equals to hit fix. And then if critical, then hit prefab equals to critical hit fix. Okay, that's what we need to do to decide which one we spawn in, and it's gonna be here, hit prefab. Now, if it is critical, we're not going to rotate the object. So if critical. If not critical, then we can do this. I'll type equals to false, so it's easier to read in this case. And I can just do here else, new hitFX, transform local scale dot x local scale equals to new vector 3, and for the x we're gonna pass facing direction of this entity we have here. Do we have access to the entity? No. We can do get component of entity facing direction and then 1 1. That's how we do it. Good system. On the character stats, we need a boolean in the beginning, bool critical strike equals to false. If critical hit, we're gonna do critical strike equals true. And here we're gonna pass critical strike. Now let's go and try this. To make sure my hit is critical, I'm gonna increase critical chance of my character to 100. I need to assign it, of course, as always. Let's go asset, prefab. Here is critical strike, so it is on the player, and same goes for the skeleton. Oh, he did critical strike me. Wait, it's always critical. Do we have high critical chance on the skeleton? Oh, 99, okay. Come on, man. So he hits me. How does he crit me all the time? He has modifiers. Interesting. So he hits me with the regular attack. This is how it looks. And with a critical strike, like so. Okay, I tried to add a bit of a rotation and it really looks better. So here is how we're gonna do it. Let's go back to code here and change it slightly. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna make a vector 3 over here, vector 3 rotation, hitFX rotation, which gonna be equals to new vector 3 0 0 0 rotation by default. This is how it's going to work. Then if critical strike, then we're gonna change hit prefab, and hitFX rotation gonna be different. In here we're gonna take something like float y offset equals to 0. Then if get component of the entity facing direction equals to -1, then y offset gonna be equals to 180. We also want to have z offset, so float z offset equals to random range from -45 and 45. And then here, if it is critical again, then hitFX rotation gonna be equals to new vector 3 with the 0 and the x, y offset, and z offset. Could we just use variable z rotation z? I think we could. I'm just gonna change it here so it's more clear. So z rotation, and we place it here. Z rotation, and we need name for this somehow. And just y rotation. Yeah. And then after we create this, new hitFX, transform rotate, how it was before, rotate with the hitFX rotation. So the idea is, if it is not critical strike, then we just have hitFX rotation with the z rotation, which is random, and we make it here, right? Right. If it is critical strike, we're just changing it with some values. That's how it's going to work. Let's go and try this now. Should be cool. Yeah. Now it strikes a bit in a different side every time, which looks not that bad at all. And remember, this is only critical strike, so this is supposed to happen like barely, just sometimes. I'm gonna make critical strike of skeleton 0, and for the player, I'm gonna do just critical strike 15, right? So let's see. They're fighting, and there is something noticeable happened. So that is clearly something different. I'm not sure about size. If I like it like that, I'll try. I'll try to play with it just a bit. But in general, this is done. So this is how we do it. Yeah, I'll keep 1.2. Thank you for paying attention, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello guys, in this video I want to show you how to make a dust effect that will appear when you bounce the sword or when you catch the sword. It gives a nice feeling, I really like it. And you could play it in different cases if you like to, but I'll show you just a couple of examples, alright? So first of all, I want to go to prefab folder, make folder for FX, take hit FX, critical, wait, where is it? Critical strike FX. And I'm going to take this fire snow and fireflies, put them to FX as well, and delete them from the scene. And maybe just in case we can take these FXs from the enemy and place them to the prefab. Okay. Now it is good. All right. Now back to the scene. I actually got a sprite of the dust particle I want to use, but it is not in the project at the moment. I'll drag it to the project, but you will have it together with the assets from the beginning of the course, all right? So no worries, you'll have this particle for sure. Now let's go and also I'll attach this to this lecture. Now let's go ahead and make a particle system here, effect particle system, dust FX. And I know how to create this particle because I practiced before and I know the values, but I'll try to explain step by step. All right, so what we need to do is to make it visible first. We're gonna do that here with the change in certain layer to FX. And we're gonna go to texture sheet animation, click it on, change to sprites, and drag the dust particle. Okay, now it looks a bit better. The idea is to make it work as a burst, not just as a flowing always particles. So we have to uncheck looping here, and it's supposed to play only when you play it, like so, right, for some amount of time. And this kind of too long. So what we can do is to change duration of this to 0.1, right? And with this one, nothing's gonna happen because we don't have enough particles actually. So let's go to emission and make it as 500. Now let's see it now. Yeah, this is like more what we need, right? Looks good, by the way, I think. Looks really good. Now what we can do here is to change lifetime to maybe 1.25. And try again. Oh yeah. Now we want it to have a shape and a direction. So let's go to a shape, change it to box. On the Y we can make it as 0.5. This looks good to me. Now let's try. Oh yeah, now we can place it at the feet of the player. So I'm gonna drag it here and place it to the feet. And let's see what else can be done about this. We need to change simulation space to world, so they will spread around the character, not inside of the character. What I mean by that is, well, let's not change this one for now, you'll see the difference later. Right, simulation speed, let me try 2. And we're going to change velocity over lifetime so they go into the top left corner. Let's do -1 and 1 and space world. Now they go to the left. This is better. Also, I think they're kind of big, so we can change start size to 0.3. Try again. Yeah, this is better. Now we want to have a collision for this. Let's go to collision, make it world, 2D, and now it bounces like that. which is not bad at all. We're just gonna adjust it, but in general, it is done. Looks okay, looks good, I like it. Let's see, we can make it disappear with the time as well. So let's make it transparent. Good. Now let's try this. We're gonna go to entity script, entity fix. Make a space, serialize field, private, particle system, dust fix, and I'm gonna have a function like play dust fix. Public void play dust fix, which is gonna check if dust fix not equals to null, then dust fix dot play. Now we're gonna go at the place we catch in the sort in the state and call this function on the enter. So player fix play dust fix. Okay, let's go and see this now. Should be okay, but not perfect. Oh, I forgot to assign it. Let's assign it. That's the fix. And make sure it is at the feet of the character. Okay. I'm gonna switch off enemies and try this on my own. Boom. Okay. This looks good, but it can be better. It can be better. Let's take dust fix and change rotation of the X to 0. All right, so it is kind of, has a different direction because particles works in 3D space and we use in 2D games. So if we change rotation of the object, it's gonna look different, like so. And this is much better. Can you agree with me? Now let's try maybe speed modifier 1.5 so they can fly a bit further. Yeah. Okay, I kinda like it. What if we have bigger impact of the player? Oh, and also we need to do these changes out of the play mode, so let's wait for that as well. All right, so return impact is 7. Let me try 10, and I'm gonna throw the sword, and boom, nice. Now, we can see they're spreading around the player, but if we take them and change simulation space to world, gonna behave like that. And this is much better, like much more what we need, right? Okay, regarding the sword impact, I don't know if I should keep it. I think yes. So let me do all of the changes out of the play mode. First of all, player, impact 10, then dust fix, remove rotation on the X back to 0, and speed modifier 1.5. And I think this is okay. Let's try again. I forgot to assign, or I did not. Gonna switch off the enemies and try this. I forgot to change simulation space. Okay, that's the fix. Simulation space, world. So now it's kind of moving, in the world, not in the space of the character, but in the space of the world we have. Boom, nice. This makes it much better. And now we can take these particles and move them to sword prefab. Let's go to prefab, skills, take a sword, open it, make copy of the dust, paste it, move it to the sword, open prefab. Yeah, okay, open prefab. We need it here, huh? All right, no problem. And we can place them at the center of the sword. Let's just make position 0, 0, 0. Let's go back. It's going to be saved. So now this sword has dust fix. And we're going to go to sword skill controller. Find a place we stick in sword into something, and that is a function stack into. And here we can do get component in children of particle system, and because there is only one particle, it's going to be okay. And we're going to do dot play. Yeah. Now this sort has same dust affix. I need to make sure it is overwritten. It is. I can delete it from the scene and try again. Should be cool. And boom. All right, it is playing when it is exiting the player for some reason. Maybe it has play on awake or something like that. Prefab, skill, sword. Yeah, play on awake. So let's switch it off. And let's switch it off on the player as well. This is extra, and this one, play on awake, uncheck. I need to do it out of the play mode again. Uncheck, this is extra, and on the sword, it's okay, it doesn't have play on awake. No, it doesn't. Let's try again. Boom. I kind of don't like it shaking dust off the skeleton, but maybe it's okay. All right, what skill it is? It is a sword throw, but why it goes straight like that? Why it's not going, you know, like in a trajectory like so? Let me increase sword gravity so it is behaving a bit differently. I want it to fly like so to see the effect of the dust. Huh? No, this gravity is not enough. Let me see 5. Yeah, this is better. And still there is a dust. Okay. This looks good to me. I'll make gravity 5 by default. I'll see if it is changed. Yeah, it's okay. Works for me. I love it. And we have a dust effect. Well, that's it for this video. See you in the next one. Hello guys, in this video I want to show you how to make an after image. So when you make a dash, you leave kind of an image behind you, and that's going to be a good visual effect. You might seen it in the promo videos. So what we need for this is the player entity fix script. In here I'm going to make a header after image effect. And this one's supposed to have a game object we're going to create. So private game object after image prefab. We're gonna need a color losing speed to know how fast it's going to disappear. So private float color lose rate, something like that. And we need private float lifetime. Or I guess we can use alpha color to destroy an object. Yeah, let's do it like that. Now we have a needed value. Let's make a function, and then we're gonna set up a prefab. All right, so I'm gonna just make it here. Sorry. Public void create after image. Then we're gonna do game object new after image equals to instantiate after image prefab transform position Quaternion identity, and now we need new after image script, which we don't have yet. So let's go and make it. I'm gonna make C# script after image affix. We're gonna need empty object after image affix. I'm gonna put the script on sprite renderer. Gonna put any sprite in there. Let's hide it behind the enemy. Now let's go inside and make a setup function that we're gonna use. And here we need a couple of private values. So it's gonna be private sprite renderer SR. Then we need private float color lose rate. And I guess that's it, I guess. Now let's make public void setup after image, in which we're gonna take float losing speed and sprite image. All right, then we take SR get component of the sprite renderer on this object. It's going to be SR equals to get component. Yeah. And then we're going to take SR sprite equals to sprite image. Then we're going to take SR dot color equals to, and we need to lose color. So it's going to be something like float alpha equals to SR color dot A minus losing speed multiplied by time dot delta time. So it's going to lose color over time. It's going to be a new color here. SR color R, SR color G, SR color B, and for the alpha, we're gonna pass alpha we just created. And then in the update, this is actually supposed to be in the update. This is supposed to be in the update, I'm sorry guys. And here we need to take color lose rate equals to losing speed. And then here, color lose rate. Okay, and then we're gonna check if SR color dot R less or equals to 0, then destroy game object. And that's it. Now let's go back to EntityFX. Here we're gonna pass the image we want to have. And probably we always want to create sprite of the player when we call in this effect. So I'll just use that. New after image, get component of after image fx. Set up after image. We need losing speed. So color lose rate, and after image can be sr.sprite. And that's it. Now we need to create this after image whenever we want to. And we want to do this as example on a dash state. All right. And because I want to be able to set up this properly, I'll make cooldown here. So serialize field, private float, after image cooldown, right? And then we can go to dash state, player dash state. We can make a timer here. So it's going to be something like private float, after image timer. At the enter, we're going to do after image timer equals to player fx after image cooldown. Is it private? It is private. Maybe we should set this up here, like cooldown here, so we don't have to do it every time on a different places. And if you want to create after image, we can just call after image function and it will be created with a certain rate. I guess that's the better way to do it. Yeah, let's not do any timers here. And just give me a sec, I'll show you what I mean by that. You're gonna set up cooldown on this script. I'm gonna place cooldown here and make private float after image cooldown timer. Now we're gonna need update function. Update. In which I'm gonna do cooldown timer minus equals time dot delta time. And on the create after image, I'm gonna do if after time image cooldown timer is less than 0, then we can do all this and we can set up timer. So after image cooldown timer equals to after image cooldown. And this way we can just call the function whenever we want to, like in the update, and it will be used all the time. Let's go and try this. On the dash state, in the update, I'm gonna do player fx, create after image. All right, now we can go back to Unity. On the player fx, we need the after image prefab, so I'm gonna go to prefabs, fx's, drag after image here, then take my player, drag after image, delete this one. I'm not sure about color losing rate, so I'll try 1, and after image cooldown, I'll try 0.1. Okay, now I'm gonna go and try to dash. Okay, this looks not bad at all. But what if we make cooldown less? Yeah, I kinda can see an issue there. Can you? Yes, you can. The rotation of the object. Let's try to pass rotation of the player here. Transform rotation. Okay. So 0.5 was okay, and color losing rate, I think it's okay. Let me see again. Yeah, if you want more of them, you can just make this value lower. This kind of too much, I guess. So maybe 0.4. It's okay. And it takes the after image that you're using at the moment. So you can call this anywhere. You can call this at the black hole, or you can call this at the jump, whatever you want. I'll try to lose color faster. This one also looks not bad at all, right? Let's try 2.5. So it's up to you to decide how it's going to be in your project. You have the tools now. You can also create this after image for the sword if you like. You just need to make like entity fix on the sword. Now let's go to next video. Bye. Hello guys, in this video I want to add a camera shake. Believe me or not, camera shake is, I would say, essential for game polish. It adds so much to the feeling of the game you cannot even imagine. There are multiple different examples on YouTube, but I'll show you just one, my very simple example, but very useful, and pretty much that's all what you need. All right, so how it's gonna work? We're gonna take Cinema Machine camera and add extension Cinema Machine Impulse Listener. That's all what we need here as of now. Now we can go to player, find entity fix. All right, and we're gonna just make a header for this. Let's make a header, camera shake or screen shake better. Let's do screen shake fix, right? Here we need a private Cinema Machine impulse source, and it shows me an error because I'm not using Cinema Machine at the top. So I'm gonna do this, and also I want to delete this mono-CCL. I don't know what is it. So using Cinema Machine. All right. Now here I'll try again. Serialized field, private Cinema Machine impulse source. All right, that's what we need. And I'm gonna call it as screen shake, right? I think actually we don't need to make it visible. I'll just make it private and I'll get component of it. All right, next step would be to make a serialized field, private float, shake multiplier, and we need serialized field, private vector3. It's going to be kind of like a shake direction or shake power, something like that. And we're going to have a couple of them for different situations. So as of now, I'll just make it as shake power. All right, that's it for now. Now let's go and make a function, maybe under the update, public void screen shake, in which we're going to take our screen shake dot mDefault velocity equals to, and we're going to use vector3 we had. It is the shake power. All right, so shake power, but not just shake power, we're going to multiply it with the facing direction. That will be better. So new vector3, shake power that x multiplied by facing direction. Do we have it here? No, player. Okay, how can we get facing direction from here? From entity fix. How come we do not have reference to player here? Okay, I'll just make a player then. Not a big deal. Private player, player. Okay. Just the deal is that entity fix sits on the enemies as well. So this script would have access to player as well. And maybe it's not that bad actually, but I want to get player from the get component, not from the player manager. Well, let's do it as a player manager now. So player equals to player manager.instance.player. It's okay. Now here we're going to have player facing direction. For the y, shake power.y, and we're going to multiply all that by shake multiplier. Good. After that, we're going to take screen shake generate impulse. That's all what we need. Now we can call this function whenever we want to make a camera shake. And I want to do that when I'm catching the sword. So on the player catch sword state, after I play fx dust, I'm gonna play player fx screen shake. And also, again, this is something extra, we don't need it here, don't know what is that. Let's save it and go and try it. Back in Unity, I'm gonna try shake multiplier 0.2 because I don't want to have too much on this. 1 on the X and 0.5 on the Y. Let's go and try. I'm gonna throw the sword and catch the sword. And what's that? Not set to reference. Screen shake. Okay, I see. Screen shake. I forgot to. Oh, yeah. All right. How could I forget? Let's go to start and type here screen shake. Screen shake equals to get component of Cinemachine source. Yeah. All right. Go again. And the hell, man? What is it? Screen shake. We get in component of Cinemachine impulse source. Did I forget to add impulse source? I did. All right, my bad. Sorry, guys. We need to type here Cinemachine source. Add this on the player. Now we have the source. Default velocity can be 0, 0, 0. So this is default velocity. Anyway, we're going to change it through the script we have. Now let's try again. And boom. Nice. So we have a screen shake, and I think it could be a bit different, but it's all up to your preference. Again, how do you want to set it up? Just try not to make it, you know, big. Don't put too much of it. Let's try 1.5. Okay, this is too much. So I don't think we need Y at all on this purpose, because we're kind of catching the sword, so we don't have to. Yeah, this is better. So maybe 1.4 on the multiplier. Too much, too strong for this. Okay, I'll try just 0.2 and 1. Okay, I'll keep it like so. This looks good to me. Like we have to shake the screen a bit when you're catching the sword. It gives a feeling. Even could be a bit less, you know, like 0.15. Now, the idea is to set different shake for different situations. And as example, I'm gonna have screen shake when you get in high damage, right? So for that, gonna rename this shake multiplier to, no wait, this shake power to sword impact shake, or shake sword impact. And I'm gonna duplicate this and type here shake high damage. All right, I think we can have them public because we want to use them and we want to set up them in the inspector. So this should be public and this should be public. Now, why am I making it this way? I'm making it this way so I can take this value and pass it to the function I'm calling on different cases. So here, instead of these two values, I'm gonna pass vector 3 shake power. Oh, yeah, and here we're gonna have shake power dot x. Here gonna be shake power dot y. This is how it's going to be. And now whenever you call it, you can just hard code the value, or you can do like I did by passing the value from the same fx you have. So on the catch sword, here in the parentheses, I'm gonna type player fx sword shake sword impact. This is what I'm going to pass. And then I'm gonna find my player stats where I take high damage, and here besides the setup knockback power, I'm gonna player fx screen shake, and here gonna be player fx high damage shake. All right, let me save it, and I'm gonna go try to set it up. I'm gonna need an enemy, so I'm gonna switch it off, and my enemy gonna have like, I don't know, 40 of the damage or 50. Then health of my player are gonna be, I don't know, like 125. I just need to trigger high damage. That's why I'm doing this. Oh, 100 is okay. And let's go to play mode, try the values. I'm gonna give player current health really a lot, so he won't die in any case. All right. Now when he damages me, I'm gonna get high damage and I'm gonna get knocked back. What I want to do next is to take player entity fix and set up screen shake on the high damage. And I'll try just 1-1. Looks good. What if we do 2-2? Nice. So it gives understanding what is going on. And for the sword impact, it was 1. So I'm just going to keep it at 1. And here, high damage, nah. Now I can see particles is created and then we get knocked back. I think it's okay, but could it be better? I don't know. Like we can see it's kind of off the position of the player. Which is okay, which is how it's supposed to be, but I think if we can make it better. Let me just check real quick. All right, so here's the solution. If you wanna make it follow the player, like move together with the player or with the object that's getting damaged, what you can do is just to type, where is it? You can type in the parentheses where you instantiate it, you can add target transform, which sets it as a parent. So here you can see if I'll add comma, I can see I can set parent, transform parent, and I'm gonna give it target I have. So it's gonna become child of a target and it's gonna move together with the target even if you knock it back. And then it's fine. Moves together with the target, like so. Which looks kinda wrong, I would say. Feels more glitchy than it was. So it's up to you to keep it or not. I will remove it, I guess. But I'll leave comment here. And comment this if you want particle to follow target. Okay, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello guys, this is me again, and in this video I want to make pop-up text which you can use to debug a message, to let player know, let's say skill is on cooldown, or you don't have space in the inventory, like these kind of things. Alright, so what we're gonna do first is to set up text. Gonna be not difficult to do at all. I'm gonna click right button, 3D, Text Mesh Pro. Gonna be pop-up text. Now let's make it visible by going to extra settings, find sorting layer, and let's make it fx, but maybe -1. All right, now we have this text, and what we need to do next is to make it somewhat appropriate. So maybe font can be changed. Let's use this one. Let's try this one. Yeah. Oh, sorry. And I'll say cooldown. All right. Now let's decrease font size to maybe something like, no, 5. I guess 5 is okay. We can do alignment in the center and reduce the size of it to something like so. All right, this is better. Now we need to set up behavior of the text before we set up functionality of creating the text. So I'm gonna go to scripts, make a folder, script, I'm gonna make C# script, pop up text fx. Let's put it on the object here. Now we have it. Let's go inside and do a bit of functionality. We want to have a serialized field, private float. I'm gonna do close all but this. Okay, so private speed, like we should have the first speed when text just appears, and then speed when text just goes away, like disappearing. So maybe I'll make something like speed and serialized field private float disappearing speed. All right. Also, we want to have serialized field private float lifetime, and we need private float text timer. Now in the update, we're gonna do text timer minus equals time dot delta time. Then we're gonna do if text timer less than 0. Then we're gonna lose color of the text. So we're gonna have float alpha equals to, we need disappearance speed. Oh, this could be disappearance speed, but we have like how fast you lose in color and how fast you move. So maybe private float color disappearance speed, and this one just disappearance speed. I don't know if I spell it correctly. Okay, disappearance speed, probably not. Now, so we have here text. So we need component of the text mesh pro. I forgot to have that. Private text mesh pro, my text, right? And here we're gonna have my text color alpha minus color disappearance speed multiplied by time dot delta time, right? And then we're gonna take my text color equals to new color of my text color R, my text color G, my text color B alpha. Good. So we're gonna lose color with the time, and we're gonna check if it is about to disappear. Then we're gonna increase speed of that, so it's gonna go really fast up. All right. So it's gonna be something like if my text color A less than 50, because maximum value is 255, then transform position equals to vector2 move towards from transform position to new vector2 transform position dot x transform position dot y plus 1 comma disappearance speed multiplied by time dot delta time. And then else, we're just going to take this line, place it here. Instead of disappearance speed, it's going to be just speed. Okay. Can we write it cleaner? I think we can. I think we can move text all the time here from the beginning in the update. But if it is about to disappear, then we're going to type here speed equals to disappearance speed. This is how it's going to be. Looks a bit better. Now we can go and try this out. So this will allow us to make text transparent with the time. And once it's about to be completely transparent, it's going to fly up. And then we also need to destroy it, but I forgot to do that. So let's say lifetime is 1, speed here going to be 2, disappearance speed 10, color disappearance speed 1. Right, let's see if this moves up slowly, and something is wrong there. Let me see. My text, I'm not getting component of my text. My text equals to get component of text mesh pro. And since we're here, let's make sure if my text.color.i.a less or equals than 0, then destroy game object. Okay, let's try again. And I'm gonna hit pause so we can see it clearly. Let's go to play mode. Now let's unpause it. I couldn't see anything so fast. Okay, let's just make it as a prefab. fx pop-up text, and I'm gonna like create it in a play mode. Just gonna drag it to the scene. Okay, that's not exactly what I want. It's kind of difficult to debug. So let's make functionality for creating the text, and then we can debug it more easily, because now I cannot see anything. Let's go to player entity fix. Here we want to have a header. It's going to be header pop-up text. Pop-up text, in which we're going to type serialized field, private game object, pop-up text prefab. And I believe that's all what we need for now, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see it. Oh, I want to have offset, but I think I can set up it manually. Let's go and make a function for making a text. It's going to be public void create pop-up text, in which you're going to take string text. Then we're going to take game object, new text equals to instantiate. We're going to instantiate prefab we have, pop-up text prefab. For the position, we're going to give transform position of the one who creating the text. So transform position, Bartonian identity, and that's it. Now what we can do is to set up position with an offset, I guess. So why don't I just make offset here? If I'm not mistaken, we're using vector 3, so we need vector 3 here. Position offset. We need offset so we can place it above head of the character, and like sometimes a bit to the left, sometimes a bit to the right, because we're gonna pop up damage. They're gonna be a lot of numbers. We cannot make them overlay in each other. Right, so new vector 3 for the offset, new vector 3. Oh, for the X is gonna be random range from, let's say, -1 to 1. For the Y, however, we need value plus random range. Might be difficult to read, so I'm going to do float random X equals to then float random Y equals to random range. And here we're going to have from 1 to 3. So it's choosing only high value, right? Because we don't want to place it in the character or below the character. Even actually we can make bigger, like from 3 to 5. And here we're going to pass offset of random X, random Y, and Z should be 0. Okay, so here now we can just do plus position offset. Good. And now we need to set up text of this object. So it's going to be new text, get component of text mesh pro, and we're going to give it text equals to text we have. Alrighty. Now we can create a text, and I'll try to create it on the cooldown first. Let's go to skill script, or we need to do it on the skill, and also let me find skill first. Skill. So here, instead of debug, I'm gonna take player fx create pop-up text cooldown. Right? It's that simple. And also I want to make it when you cannot pick up the item, to say you don't have enough space. So on the items here, item object, when we're trying to pick up item and it's not successful, I'm just going to do player manager.instance.player.fx.create pop-up text. And I'm going to type here, like, it can be any message. I played so many games, I cannot remember any message they say when it is like there is not enough space. Like I'm full, inventory is full. All right, good. Now I'm going to save this and I'm going to go to Unity and try this out. Right, we need to assign pop-up text from the prefab folder. So player fx pop-up text. This is going to be switched off for now. And let's go now. Oh, I know, for easier debug, I can make cooldown like on the skill manager, like really big cooldown for the dash. Skill manager, dash cooldown, 60 seconds. Okay. I hate this. I keep falling into that gap. So cooldown 60 seconds. All right, so it's flying away too fast, which I don't like. Can it be because I did not set up timer to default value in the start? Yes. Okay, so in the start, we're gonna type text timer equals to lifetime. Gonna go back. Need to restart the play mode. Yeah. Now it is there. You have time to read it, and then it goes away fast. And we can adjust it by a bit. Let's find it here, and speed can be 1, but disappearance speed may be 12. Let's see it now. Okay, I think it's even too long, so maybe let's try to lose color faster. Okay, lifetime can be smaller, 0.75. Is it okay? Don't know. Let's try to... you know, guys, it's all about values. I can sit here and try these values for half an hour. This is how it's actually, you know, how it's usually happening with me. I'm testing values for half an hour, then I'm recording the video. I just didn't test this one out. Let's see. I think it's okay. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. So we have speed 1, disappearance speed maybe 15, lifetime 1, color disappearance 2 is okay, I'll keep 2, and I'll try to make this text bold. Okay, good. Next step would be to debug message when you get in damage. And also there is an issue with the black hole I know about, because we're using a cooldown of a black hole a bit differently. If you remember, we enter in black hole state, and then we're using use skill from the skill script. So now when I try to click R button, there is nothing is happening. I cannot see cooldown. However, for other skills, I can see cooldown. Right, so because black hole using cooldown differently, we need to make a bit different functionality for the black hole. We could do it in many different ways. Let me see if I can do it on the state of the ground state, you know. Player grounded state. Here I have this check. So I'm gonna just do player fx, create pop-up text, cooldown, right? This will help me a lot. And I wanna do debug of the damage. So let's go to character stats, and at any time we decrease in health, where is it? Decrease health. I'm just gonna check. If damage is bigger than 0, then I'm gonna do, we need a fix. Do we have, yeah, we have create pop-up text, damage to string. This is how it's going to be. If you wanna pop up different type of damage like fire, ice, lightning, or something like that, then you would have to, I don't know, pass the parameter maybe to decrease health by, to let know what type of damage, or maybe just pass the color of the damage, something like that. Like you decrease in health, look, I have 4 references here, right? Ignite damage I have here, so I could pass as well type of damage with the enum, or just color red, something like that, if you want to change color of the text. But I guess by now you know how to do it, you had plenty examples, so I'm gonna leave that to you. Let's debug and see if we debug in damage. Come boy, come here. We're not debugging damage because skeleton doesn't have it. Skeleton. I'm gonna click here and find pop-up text. All right. So you can use this text pretty much at any place you need to explain something to the player. Okay, they're either not damaging each other or there is no information. Let me see. Oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so dumb sometimes. I switched off pop-up text, and apparently I assigned text which is switched off, so it didn't work. Let me switch it on. Apply overrides. Gonna delete it from the scene. Gonna find my skeleton and drag text again. I'm so sorry. Okay, should be fine now. Yeah, we have a number. He takes damage. I think it could appear a bit lower, but that is a personal preference. Let me see full screen. Yeah, I think it could appear a bit lower, but in general works good for me. I'll try to lower the offset. Hello guys, I was just working with my prototype and practicing on making new enemy, just to know what I'll see in the end, and I realized that entity affix of the characters are kinda messed up a bit. Not because it is wrong in the order, but because entity affix has a screen shake, after image, and dust effect, which are used only by the player. So what I want to do is go to scripts, and maybe we should make a folder for affix. So I'll make folder effects. Yeah, we need to put there entity affix after image. After image. Anything else? I'm not sure. Pop-up text, I guess. And maybe I can drag their parallax effect. Why it's keep popping up? I hate it. All right. So the next step I was talking about is to make a script of the player affix, which we can inherit from the entity affix. Let me just open it here. Where is it? Effects, player affix. I'm going to inherit from entity affix. All right, that's what we need. And then I'm going to open entity affix, close these two, and let's see. So after image used only by the player. So I'm going to cut it out from here, cut, insert here, and let me see, there is a functionality. So this is the one. I guess I can cut it out from here, then make an update here, update, paste it in. I know I should do it before, but sometimes you just don't get the best idea at first, right? Create after image function. I can cut out from here, paste in the player affix. Let's see what else giving me error. Nothing else so far. It's okay. Now let's go and take a screen shake, cut out, put to the player affix. Let's see, we're getting component of the screen shake, so I guess I can make this as a protected virtual void. Cut out this one, go to player affix, make override of the start, override start, and paste this in. Let me see what else. Screen shake function, we can cut out, go to player affix, paste this in. Also, this looks a bit cleaner, more understandable, right? Something else. There is a dust affix. So I want to take that as well. Dust affix. Cut out, go to player affix, paste in. Now there is a function that we need to cut out as well. Here it is. Cut out, go to player affix, paste in this function. All right, I'm gonna save this, and now I need to make sure that playered, what is it? SR and player. Okay, we can fix that. Let's go and make it protected. Protected. All right, better. and we override in the start, so it is assigned in any case. Any other errors? Not that I see for now. And now we need to make sure that fx of the player is assigned to player fx, not to entity fx. So let's go and find player. Let's see how it's assigned here. I guess we're doing it through the entity. That would be pretty smart. Yeah, that's how we do it. All right, what I can do here, let me think. I guess I'll have to... Okay, so what we have to do is to open player and open enemy. Where is the enemy? Enemy, and we need to open entity. Now I'm gonna cut it out from here. Just cut out, go to enemy, paste it to components of the enemies here, and on the start, do we have start? We don't. Okay, override start, and in the start, I'm gonna take this line of code, fx get component, and paste it on the enemy. So now we have this variable fx, entity fx on the enemy, and we are assigning component on the enemy's start function, not on the entity. Now entity doesn't have that, and because of that, player needs new fx component. What we can do is go to player script, put here public player fx get private set. Now we need to go to start and type here fx equals to get component of player fx, right? That's good. That's all what we need in the script. Now let's go back in Unity and make sure we set it there correctly, because now it's going to be a bit messed up, but nothing big. So here is the player. He has entity fix. I'm going to delete component of the entity fix. Remove component. Then we need to add component player fx. And yeah, now we have to set it up again, but it's not a big deal. I'm gonna click this locket, go to materials, drag flash fx. Then I'm gonna go to pop-up text prefab, which is in prefab, fx's, pop-up text. Then I'm gonna open player. This is ignite, this is chill, this is shock, this is dust, this is hit fx, this is hit critical fx. Shake multiplier, oh, what I had, I don't remember. Something like 0.2, I guess. This one was just 1, and this one was 1.5 and 1. I don't remember. You know, I can check my video real quick. Okay, I kinda wrong, I would say. I have all of the values on my second screen, so we're gonna use it. The flash duration was 0.2. Color lose rate was 1.5. After image was 0.04. Okay, it was 2 and 2, but we can fix that if we want to. And after image prefab, and these colors, oh, yeah, let me check skeleton. All right, so I know it took a bit of time to set up, but believe me, it will help us in the future for, like sake of easier development. So later I want to create a couple of enemies, want to show you example of how to make self-multiplying enemies, explosive enemy, ranged enemy, and then we can just take entity fix, copy values, and paste it on the new enemy. We don't have to set up it again and again. All right, good, very good so far. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello guys, in this video I want to show you how to make a build of the game. It won't be difficult, we just need to do a couple of minor changes because we had a code that is working only in the Unity editor, but if you try to build a game, it won't work just like that. It won't allow you to build the game. Well, we can try. Check this out. If you go to File, there is a build and run, and then you need to choose a folder Mine was already chosen, I guess. Let me delete it real quick and try again so you can see the result as it was from the beginning. Right, so if I go File, Build and Run, need to choose a folder. I will make a build folder in my project, select it, and it won't allow me to build, gonna give me some errors. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you how to fix those, and also I want to show you a couple of settings that you can use, but I want you to know that even though basically course is over, because I showed you everything I wanted to show, honestly, we did a lot. I don't know, I guess we did tremendous amount of work here, a lot of different things, examples, and you know, you could improve it as much as you want, as much as you have time. You could develop and improve the game basically endlessly. Like that's like Da Vinci said, the art is never finished, only abundant, right? So you could improve more, you could make more skills, you could improve, like you could make each skill have a stat and add those stats to the items. So many things to do, and I guess I'll make a video with suggestions on what you could improve. But as of now, I just want to show you how to make a build. Finally, we still need to make a level, like a proper level, not just a training ground, but I think I showed you how to make, you know, like platforms, you know how to do checkpoints, place the enemies, you make a room. So basically you just need to make up your own level. And even me, I'll have to do it because I need example of the game for my introduction video, which I guess you've seen by now as the first video you saw in this course, but for me, I still have to create it. So I'll have to make a level with decorations and so on, but it's nothing difficult, honestly. Even decorations, you can place them easily. Just go to graphics, surroundings, medieval castle, decoration, take anything you like, place in the scene. Oh, sorry. Yeah, just take the sprites, place it in the scene. You might need to set it up with, you know, like 16, none, no filter, apply. Then you take a bookshelf, bring it to the scene, choose background 1, so it is in front of the wall but behind of everything, and here it is, you have a bookshelf, although it's kind of big, so maybe 32. Yeah, so here it is, you have decoration, you just need to place them as you want, and basically that's all what you need to create the level. So after you build a level, after you place some enemies, you can build the game. But don't rush, because we're going to have a section where I'm going to show you how to make more of the enemies, but I want to make that section as the additional section, because it's not necessary. If you want to finally finish the game, you can do it right now. Right, so sorry, I talk kind of a lot, almost 4 minutes, but the purpose of the video is very short. What we're going to do here is first fix these console errors. I'm going to press Ctrl B, which is a hotkey for build and run, to see errors again, because one of them is super unexpected, not supposed to be there, but for some reason it is there, and we're going to fix that in no time. It is about Entity. So Entity has this TM Pro editor utilities, which is not supposed to be here, honestly. I don't know why it's here. Even this one not supposed to be here. In this one, this is just extra stuff that was created with the Intel Sense while we were typing something. So yeah, all right. So this one is fixed. There is a next error with the item data, and that is a bit more complicated. So the reason for that, I'm going to build a game to see the error. Yeah, item data. So the reason we have that error, because we're using asset database, get asset path, which is code that allows you to use editor functionality. So this works only when you are in Unity, but when you build the game, you don't have access to that functionality. Same way you cannot change variables or anything you do in Unity, you cannot do it when you build the game, because that is not the editor anymore, that is just a game. So somehow we need to limit this, and we have this limited with the Unity editor. What we also need to do is to delete this version control from here, move this below, and type same thing. Here, if Unity editor, then we're using Unity editor, and we're gonna end if. So this will allow us to avoid this error, because this one gonna be used only when you are in the editor. and there is another error with the inventory. But first, let me press Ctrl B again so I can see it. Okay. Here it is. Inventory, asset database, and bunch of errors we can see there, right? So this what happens. It says does not exist in the current context. Again, because we're using database to get item database we have in the game that is needed for loading the items. So what I want to do here is to change code slightly. I want to go all the way above and I'll make public list so we can see in the inspector it worked. It's going to be public list of item data and it's going to be item database. Now we go to any place we get in database with this function, which is in, let's just find it by references. Yeah, which is in the load data. And instead of get item database, we're going to type item database. And here as well, item database. All right, so now we're going to take these items from the list we created and compare it to those items in the list. And we just need to fill up this list. And for filling it up, I'm going to use get item database functionality. So what I want to do here is to make context menu, fill up item database, and going to be private void, fill up item database, which gonna return simple thing, item database equals new list of item data. This should be capital L. And as a value in the parentheses, we're gonna pass get item database. And we want to wrap this up all in the if using Unity editor, just like we did here. So I'm gonna copy it from here, paste this in here, delete this one, and move this up all the way here, like so. All right. So when we build the game, this code won't be even taken into account. Now let's go save it, right? Go back to Unity. I'm gonna clear the console. And we can check managers, inventory manager. We can see item database is empty. I'm gonna click right button, fill up item database. And you have to do it every time you create new items. Don't forget about that, otherwise it won't work. And now I can press Ctrl B for fast build and it will work. So a couple of changes just to, exclude the code we used before in the time of the development. Now build is ready and we have continue game because we have saved data on the computer, but I'm gonna click new game. We're gonna have inventory with the starting items we've set before, and we probably should change that to just like a wooden sword or something. All right, I'm gonna mute the game. And I'll try to change something here, equip some items, delete some. So this is what we're supposed to have. In a skill tree, I'll learn the sword. Oh, I don't have money. That's okay. Let me kill him, get some money from him. Right, so now I can learn the skill. Let's learn this one. So we have skills, items, some new values. Now I'll try to die and let's see what will happen. I lost a couple of items, I've seen that. I'm gonna try again. Have 0 currency because I died. Items were saved, skill were saved. Everything is cool. Now let's try. Oh, I killed him so fast. Nice. Now let me try to exit the game and build again. Let's see if I have the same results as before. Click continue. And we have same items, same skills, obviously no money. Oh no, there is some. Not supposed to be there, interesting. Or supposed to be, well, I don't remember. No, I killed him and then I exited the game. So I'm supposed to have some currency, that's okay. Nice. This is so satisfying, I love it so much. All right, so all of this working. Now regarding the settings, you can go to File, Build Settings, and here you can change things. For example, you could build for WebGL. I'm gonna show it to you later. Let's go to player settings, and over here you can do a bunch of changes. Honestly, most of the settings are fine as it is, and you should not change them. What is important here is the resolution and maybe the icon. So here you can choose default icon, here you can choose default cursor, which we don't have. We don't have icon, we don't have cursor, but if you'll set the picture here, instead of regular mouse that you use on your Windows, you'll have a cursor. Maybe I'll attach something here so you can attach cursor, I don't know. Let's see if I find anything good. I think I have something. Let me check real quick. I have something in another project I built before. Okay, I found the cursor. I will add this to asset pack that you download at the beginning, so you'll have cursor in your project from the beginning. Now we need to set up this cursor, and we're gonna just go here, choose cursor as a texture type. We need to choose format RGBA32, and we're gonna do override for Windows as well. Just click override and make sure you have these settings, hit apply. Also, we need to check advanced here and make sure alpha is transparent. But that's supposed to be set by default, so it's okay. Now let's go back to settings, player settings. Here we're gonna drag the cursor. What is it? Invalid texture used for... No, it's supposed to be fine, man, come on. I used this cursor before, I'm sure. Okay, we'll just check. I'll click read and write here just in case. I'll check in the action. We can actually check right now. Let's go to play mode, and the cursor is supposed to be there. Yeah, there is a cursor. You can see it's different. Okay, let's go to file, build settings. In player settings, we can double check some stuff. Like, do you want to change it to maximized window maybe, or window and set resolution? I'll do full screen. I will allow full screen switch, but I don't want to allow resizable windows, so nobody will stretch and mess up the ratio we have in the game. And yeah, that's okay. Let's do clean build. If you press clean build, it will build it as if it would do it for the first time, right? And I guess we're gonna wrap this up. I'll just make sure it's okay. All right, here's my game. Let's go and see this. Mine is a full screen mode. If yours is not, just press Alt Enter. It will switch between full screen and not full screen. And then I'm gonna click continue, and there is my game. Weehaw! I'm so happy. Works good. Now, that's all for the build settings as of now. In the next video, I'm gonna show you how to post it on a website, itch.io, so you can share it with your friends or family or anything like that. And then we're gonna make a couple of more enemies and we're done, I guess, for now. Yeah, see you in the next video. Hello boys and girls, in this video I want to show you how to publish your game on a website, and I'm talking about itch.io, which is basically most famous site for indie developers. I would say that, yeah, and obviously game is not ready, even my build is not ready yet to be published and give it to people, right? I need to make a level, I still want to make some enemies, and I will show you how to make those enemies. And regarding level, you know the basics, you can do it on your own, you just need the level design you want to have. Maybe I'll make a video with some advices, like if somebody will ask me, but in general, you know, this is me showing you how to publish on a website. After that, we're going to have additional section with more enemies and couple of additional fixes that I might find on the way, like a couple of bugs I might find. Like, for example, I found one with a crystal, and I'm going to show you how to fix that later. Actually, let me show you right now. So the skill manager has cooldown on the crystal because in the time of testing, I've set cooldown for that skill for some reason, like I was testing something, and I've set cooldown 3 seconds to see the UI. And the problem is that when we have cooldown on the crystal, we cannot do a teleport to the crystal, right? Yeah, so at the moment, if I learn the crystal ability, I am supposed to be able to click again and blink, but I have cooldown on it. And that is because I've set cooldown on the skill manager, I guess for checking the UI, I don't remember honestly. So we have an easy fix to that. We need to go here and set it back to 0, right? Now, if I go to play mode, it should be fine. And we're gonna test it real quick. Like I'm gonna make a crystal, blink to the crystal, okay. Learn upgrade, can do it again. Learn another upgrade. This one says you can no longer teleport to crystal, so it is fine. And we cannot make a new one until you finish that one, so it's okay, you don't need a cooldown. But if you want, you can just change cooldown of the skill, like go to header of the explosive crystal, add here serialize field, private float, explosive cooldown, and then when you unlock this, just go to unlock explosive crystal and make it so you have cooldown is equals to explosive cooldown, like so. And then you'll have cooldown on explosive crystal later. Right, this was a quick fix before we make the main part of the game, right? The main part of this video, the main task, I wanted to say. So the posting on a website. For that you need to go to File, Build Settings, and you need to find WebGL. Mine is already there because I installed the module before, and I guess I cannot delete it to show you how to install it, but super simple. There should be a big button here, install the module, and also you can go to Unity Hub, find installs, and find your Unity that you have. You can go here, click Add Module, find WebGL here, there it is, click it, click Install, then restart Unity and you'll have it. All right, so once you have that, you need to go here and make a couple of changes so we have a build for the web version of the game. But before we make a web version of the game, let me show you how in general you could upload the game with the regular build that you have now, like for the Windows, Macs, or Linux. All right, so you need to open a browser. I'm gonna have a new link here. Then you go to website itch.io. If you don't have any account here, you probably should make it, because this is pretty useful website. You can find assets here, you can participate in game jams, you can find new cool games here that other people made in a short amount of time or just doing it alone. You need to make an account, and after you have the account, you need to go here and click Dashboard. All right, so here I have some of the projects I uploaded before. This was my first game jam. I made a video about that, I guess. This one for the platformer course, and I actually plan to make it all pretty here later. But as of now, let me just show you how to create a new project. So what you need to do is to click Create New Project. Most of the fields here are pretty self-explanatory. It is very easy to understand what they do. Just basically you can see title. Here you can add link of the project, like it would be, let's say, RPG Souls-like, right? Whatever you like to type here. Then short description or tagline. Here you can choose what are you uploading. So this is the game. And this kind of project, what we should pay attention to. So you can choose you only have files to be downloaded, or you have zip or HTML file that will be played in the browser. So you can keep downloadable. You need to go here, choose upload file, find your build, like I had mine in the project somewhere, right? There it is. So I can wrap this into archive, and then I would choose it, click open, right? I need to provide title, okay, RPG game, new game. Let's try again. Take your archive, upload, you can add details, genre of the game, right? I'll choose role-playing, and some other tags to make your game more attractable, instructions if you need to give them, and then here you can choose if people can add comments, what you can do with this game. And wait, is it uploaded? Yeah, it's uploaded. All right. Have the title. So let's do save and view page. And this is how it looks at the moment. You can also modify it somehow. If you know HTML, you can make it super pretty and super beautiful, right? But I will not change much because I Just basically don't want to do anything right now. This is just the testing of it. The main point now that you have a link to this game that you can send to anybody you want. They can download your game. They can pay maybe if they want, or just take me to download. Click download. You would have a file here, and basically this is your game, right? This is the game I uploaded and built before. All right, so here is the game that I downloaded from a website by the link I had before. Now, how to make a version of the game that you can play directly in the browser? Because honestly, I think it's much easier to make people play your game directly in the browser rather than make them download something so they test your game. So how we can do it? We need to do a couple of changes here, and what we're gonna do here on the page, we're gonna change this downloadable to HTML. Here we need to upload, let me delete this file. Here you can see it says upload a zip file containing your game. There must be an index HTML and blah, blah, blah. Not really important. I'm going to show you what to do here. So back in Unity, you need to select your project. You need to go to build settings, select WebGL once it is installed, and you need to click switch platform. It may take some time, and I suggest before you do that, you make a copy of your project and maybe name it something like, you know, web version. And I guess that's what I'll do real quick, because sometimes you might break anything and well, just it's better to be on the safe side. So I'm gonna copy the project, and just a quick warning, you have to close your project together with the Visual Studio before you copy it. Otherwise you might get some errors, right? By the way, copying the project is not really necessary. It's just something I like to do because I never know what I can break, and it's just I like to be on the safe side. All right, so I've got the copy of the project here. I'm gonna rename it to the web, and don't pay attention to this one. I use it to test stuff before I record the video. So now I've got the web part. I'm gonna go to Unity Hub here and click open new project. So I'm gonna open, find this RPG Demi Course web, click open. Again, it may take some time, but doesn't really matter. So I finally got it launched up, and now I'm gonna click WebGL and switch platform. And again, it may take a couple of minutes, but I'll have to wait that. All right, so when it's finally compiled everything, now we can see that build is switched to WebGL, which is totally cool, which is what we need. Now, before we actually build the game, we need to do a minor change to a save system we have in the game. Unfortunately, if you play the game in the browser, persistent data path may not work correctly. So we have to do a change to that, all right? We're gonna store data in the browser of the player that uses this game, right? That plays the game and uses that browser, exactly. So he will lose the save only if he installs new browser or new version of the game will be uploaded, I guess. Right, so what we need to do is go to Save Manager. All right, so here in the Save Manager, we're gonna make serialize field, private string, file path, it's gonna be set to this value by default. It should be idbfs slash, exactly this one, idbfs. Don't change anything here. And then after slash, you're gonna choose your own random value, random name, anything you like to put there. It should be completely random. The more random it is, the better, because it should be different from any other path that any other user might use, you know, like in the world, basically. So you can just do just so, you know. But in my case, I'm pretty sure nobody will use AlexDev. Maybe, but probably not. So I'm gonna put AlexDev, and then I'm gonna put some numbers here, and like so, let's say, right? And maybe somebody smart enough to use this one, so I'm gonna put just, I don't know, GHFRTY, whatever it is. It should be random after the slash. Now I'm gonna use this file path instead of persistent data path here. So file path. All right, now let's save this. Let's go back to Unity. Also, I want to do a minor change to the scene main menu, because for some reason when I was testing stuff, browser couldn't check if there is already saved file when I launched the game. So what I want to do here is go to Canvas and make sure my continue game and new game is always switched on. Right? Save manager should have file path we set before, which is not here for some reason. So I'm gonna just copy this value from here and paste it in here. Okay. Let's go to scene, main scene, save. Make sure we have that as well on the save manager. For some reason it's not there, but it's supposed to be there. So now we have it. And actually, if you don't want to create a variable, you can just take this path and write it here without variable. All right, so we did this. Now we can go to File, Build Settings, Player Settings. Here, you need to find compression format under the publishing settings and make sure you have disabled. This is important. This is important, otherwise it won't work on itch.io. That's what I had before. Now, resolution and presentation. Here you can choose default, template, or minimal. I'm going to choose default, and default canvas width and height I'm going to change to 180 720, because another one like 9020 by 1080 is actually like a full screen mode, right? And personally for me, it's not the preferable choice. When you just want to try the game, you want to see how it looks first, like kind of try without going to a full screen mode. So that's what I'm going to do for now. And I'm not going to do any other changes here, like the name, everything, you know how to do that. It's not really important. Then we're going to click build. We need to find a place to build it. And this time I'll choose my desktop so it is easier for me to find file later. Right, I'm going to make a folder, RPG Udemy web, select folder. And also actually we should choose code optimization speed, but I already kind of forgot to do that. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do cancel, choose size here, and then build, RPG Udemy web, select folder. And now I need to wait, so I'm gonna watch TV show, and you can just watch the faster video. All right, so I finally got it, and you can see mess on my desktop, but it doesn't matter. Now I need to find the file I made, the folder. Inside we can see index.html, which I was talking about, which we need on that website, right? This is what it requires, index.html. Now we're gonna go back, take this folder, choose add to archive. And if you don't have this option, you need to download WinRAR, or whatever it's supposed to be spelled. Just like so, go download it, you will have it, right? And then back to folder, let's click add to archive. Make sure you choose zip. You can choose any name here, click OK. Once it's done, go back to website, choose here, where is it, upload files. And you need to find that folder you made, I mean the archive. Here it is, open. Now we need to choose this file will be played in the browser, unless you want it to be downloaded, right? So I'm gonna click it. And here we can choose viewport dimensions. I'm gonna choose the same one I chose there. And yeah, I think that's okay for now. There are some options you can check. You can read them if you want, right? Details and, well, I just don't want to read text that you can read on your own, guys. So come on, you can do it right here. So now I'm going to do save, and this is in a draft mode, so only I can see it. And then I'm going to click View Page in a new tab to check how it works. And here it is. Again, you can edit, add some background, do different stuff. There is a background, banner, change colors. People can leave comments to this. And the main point, you can run the game. Right, so there is a continue button even though there is no save file at the moment. And to be very honest with you, I tried to switch it off, but for some reason in the browser it doesn't work. But I don't really care, because when you click continue button, if you don't have a save file, you're just going to begin new game, so it's fine. Right, so we're going to go there and see if it works the same way. And there is a minor issue we can see. If it is not in the full screen like so, UI is messed up, right? So we're going to fix that. Going to go to options, remove the sound. But in general, the rest of it works in the browser. So I can send link to somebody and he can try the game, which is really cool. And whoa, what was that? Did you see that? Okay, I'll try again. And I'll do some changes to the items so I know it is saved. I'll learn some skills here. What was that bug? I cannot produce it again, but I've seen something. Well, if I see it again, maybe I'll fix it, but I don't know what was that, and I cannot see, and I cannot find it again. Right, so now I'm gonna die to save these items. Something fell from me, I dropped something. Right, try again. There are my items, the very same. Now I will upload the page, refresh the page. Run the game, go to continue, and it is same items I just had. Really good. All right, now let's try to begin new game. Gonna refresh the page again, run game, new game, and we have it restarted. So basically everything works same as it should be. And that's it for now. That's what you need to pause the game. Obviously you can do some changes to make it look prettier. Oh wait, regarding the UI, right? This is not cool. This is not cool. What we can do about this? Well, let's try to fix it actually. I'm gonna go back to Unity, find the canvas. So health bar should be, where is it in game UI? Health. It should be adjusted in the top right corner, and it is, but for some reason it's stuck differently there. I saw it. Let's see, in game is stretched, right? On the entire screen. Yes, and skill panel. We need to choose bottom part together with this one. Oh, well, let's just make it line and pivot point at the bottom, and then I'll just take them and place them above a bit. This one goes here, this one goes here. Okay, regarding the health bar, don't know, let me see. It's fine in a full screen mode, but it's not really fine when we have it just like so. And I can see this one is okay, but this one is not okay. Whoa, I can move it. Oh my god. This is not okay. I can move it, look, man. Alright, we're gonna fix that now. This is funny. Alright, but in a full screen, it's okay. Okay, let's just try to do alignment, same as we did for the currency. So currency top right, together with the pivot point, and we just moved it a little bit down and to the left. Same goes for health bar. Right, and how do we block the movement of the slider? Let me see. Something like raycast. Yeah, raycast target and check. Raycast target and check. Right, can we move it now? Let's try. Because I completely forgot about that. Never tried. Oh, now it's okay. We cannot do anything with it. All right, now I'm gonna make a build real fast so we can double check that issue there. Build, save. All right. This one should be moved a bit lower, but that is easy fix. We can do it. In general, it is fine. Maybe we should make lower volume by default because this kind of loud, right? Good. All right, that's it for this video, I guess, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello guys, congratulations on completing the course. This is kind of an additional section that I plan to fill up with more videos, like with the time. I think I'm gonna update it a couple of times with some additional content, like maybe some enemies or some mechanics. Don't know, whatever comes to my mind. If I want to make something and post it on YouTube, then I'll post video of me making it there, and tutorial gonna be here. Yeah. So in this video, I want to make a new enemy. I want to make a slime enemy, which is going to be a self-multiplying enemy. So basically when you kill a big slime, it's going to die and it's going to make 2 new smaller slimes. And then after that, it's going to make another one, like let's say 4 tiny slimes. All right, this is how it's going to work. We have to do a couple of changes to make it work better. But before we do them, we actually, I want to show you the reason why we want to do that changes. So we're going to do everything step by step, all right? And we're going to begin by setting up the enemy and setting up the animator. But before we do even that, I want to show you something. So at the moment, my enemy skeleton has a bunch of components, right? Together with the enemy skeleton script. It has enemy stats, entity fix, capsule collider, item drop, all of those things. And I don't want to make a new enemy and accidentally forget about some parts that we need to have on the script. So what I want to do here is go to enemy script here. Yeah. And on the enemy script over here, I will type require component type of, and instead of camera here, I'm going to type all of the components I want to have together with the enemy script. This is actually supposed to be done on the enemy here. All right, so I'm going to do close all but this. Yeah, we can save the changes. Keep this tab open. Right, so enemy is supposed to have component of rigid body. Then we want to have capsule collider on this. Capsule collider 2D. We need character stats, right? Enemy stats, actually. What else enemy is supposed to have? Entity fix. Entity fix. And we want to have the item drop, I guess. So that's what we have here. I'm going to remove this. All right. So we've got a bunch of components on the enemy script. Now I can go back on the enemy folder. I'm going to make a new folder, slime. I'm going to make a script here. Enemy slime. Let's find the script here, enemy slime, and I'm going to inherit from the enemy. All right, delete, start, and update. That's it for now. Now let's go back to Unity here. I'm going to make a new object for the enemy, and for that we can go to graphics, enemies, slime, and by the way, I added a couple of folders like shady enemy and archer, but I guess you will have those assets from the beginning of the project. Okay, so let's go and find slime, and we need to prepare it. I'm gonna do none, no filter, 16, and we can go to sprite editor, apply. Here we need to cut it. Oh, I forgot to do multiple. And this is multiple. I'm gonna do automatic. Nah, not what I need. Grid by cell size. Let's see, 24 on the Y, yes, and 16 on, no, not 16, 24, 32, yeah, looks like 32 is okay, so 32 by 24, slice it up. Now we need to move this just a bit. So I can see that the bottom line is just below the slime itself. This is extra sprite, we don't need them, and we need to move this one below. Okay, so this one has like basically this is idle animation, this is movement animation, this is the attack, and this is kind of like die animation, right? I mean this and this together all die animation, but we have our own way to make visuals of the death effect of the enemy. So we're gonna use this one for another purpose, also very cool one, you'll see. Let's hit apply. Now I've got the sprites and I'm gonna take the first one and drag it to the scene. I want to switch off skeleton for now. This is gonna be enemy slime. Now this is actually animator. Let's create a parent, enemy slime, and we're gonna add component of the enemy slime. And now check this out, we've got all of the components we need together with this one, which is really cool, right? Now let's see what we need here. We need animator on the field, and then we're going to set up all of the things here, right? So let's go and make animator, controllers. Should we make a folder for enemies? I think we should. Folder enemies. I'm gonna drag skeleton and go inside, make animator controller for slime AC. Good, let's drag it here. And now we can go make a folder for animations. Again, I'll make a folder for enemies. Put the skeleton there, and inside I'm gonna make folder for slime. Cool. Now let's make a bunch of animations for this object. And I think we can go to animator and change sorting layer to enemy. Okay, now it is visible. I like it. Let's go, what is it? Oh, it's just cannot find the gizmos. All right, let's do it quickly now. Ground check, duplicate, wall check, duplicate, attack check. I'm gonna drag ground check, wall check, attack check, clear. Okay, now no errors. Let's get back to animations. I'm gonna go here and create a couple of clips in the slime folder. Let me see how skeleton was named. Okay, skeleton and then action. So I can go back here and name slime idle. Back into graphics. Enemies, slime. We have 4 sprites for idle. I'm gonna make it very slow because this is a slow enemy supposed to be. Right. He's jiggling so funny. Flexing. All right, let's try movement animation. Slime move. For this one, I'm gonna take next 4 sprites and make sample rate 7. Okay. For the big one, it's kind of fast, but I think we can try to change animator speed of him. Let's just try to make it slower, 5. Yeah, this is okay. Now we need create new clip, slime stand. I'm gonna make save, and I'm gonna drag these sprites. Let's see, too fast. Let's try 6. So what I want to do, when you stun the enemies, he's gonna fly up. When he hits the ground, he's gonna play this animation and stay on the ground like so. And when stun is over, it's gonna go back to this animation. So we need to do a bit of a change here. We want to have slime stunned just as a 1 sprite. Then I'm gonna make slime stun begun, stun start, right? Yeah, sorry. So for the stun start, we're gonna have first sprite. For the stunned animation, we're gonna have this. So he's gonna kind of fall like so. And then we're gonna make slime stun over, slime stun over, and this is gonna be the same animation but in a reverse way. So he's gonna fold himself back. Let's try 7 and play. Okay, this is good. Now we need one more animation, slime attack. Slime attack. And this one goes from here up to here, I believe. Let's try sample rate 8. Yeah, this is kind of fast. So maybe we can move this one to the right, take this sprite, drag it here, and make a small pause before he actually attacks. So I'm gonna just take last 3 sprites and move them here. So now there is a pause and attack. Okay, good. So we've got a bunch of animations. Let's go to animator and set them up. I'm gonna select animator of this slime and we have it here. We need a Boolean idle. We need Boolean move. We need Boolean attack. We need Boolean stun. And now how are we going to set this? We're going to have idle by default. We're going to exit from the idle with the condition of idle false. Exit time and check always. Then we have move. So make transition to move if it is true. And go back if it is false. Move. It's basically the same what we did before, just in a bit different way with small additional functionality, but still I want to show you step by step everything. Now let's set up attack. Attack gonna here. Make transition back if it is false. Attack false, uncheck exit time, duration 0. Now regarding the stun, if stun is true, we enter in the slime stun start. So stun true. From there, we go into slime stunned with additional condition, which is going to be something like trigger, right? So trigger stun fold, I will call it. And then we're going to make another transition here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here we're gonna do if stun is false, so stun false, uncheck exit time, duration 0, and from here we're gonna make transition to exit, but with no condition, and exit time should be 1. So animation will be played at least once. All right, so we've got the animator. Now let's work on the script. Oh, we also need to put animation trigger script here. And there is a small issue with this one at the moment. So if we go to script, enemy, skeleton, and there is a animation trigger, yeah. We can see that this one basically does the same functionality that any enemy could do, right? Not only skeleton. And I don't see the point of copying it all. So what I want to do here is to change name from skeleton animation triggers to just enemy animation triggers. And here, instead of getting access to the enemy skeleton, I'm just going to get access to the enemy. It's going to do basically the same job. Now let's save this, and we can drag this component. Do you see it, right? It's all fine. Yeah, we can drag this component to the animator of enemy slime here. I'll just put enemy animation triggers. And let's do arrangement a bit. So I'm going to take this enemy animation trigger, cut it out from here, and put it in the folder of the enemies, like so. Okay. It's fine. It's still on the enemies animator, I believe. Yeah, it's okay. Now let's take the slime and work on it. We have attack, in which we need to open counterattack window. So I guess we can open counterattack window. Let's try here. Open counterattack window. And at the moment attack is over, boom, here. We're gonna add event of the attack trigger, and we're gonna add close counterattack window. So it's gonna be like so. Boom. and then we're gonna exit the state with the animation trigger. So I'm just gonna call here animation trigger. Now for this counter attack, we need a red image, but we also need a bunch of other stuff. So we're gonna set it up here. Let's do it. Let's add UI image. Oh no, sorry, just UI to the sprite. We can use circle this time. No, let's be consistent. I'm gonna use square or circle. Circle would be better for this enemy because he's kinda, floaty. Let's try circle. Counter attack image. It's gonna be visible on the enemy, but -1, I believe, should be red, but not really red, should be transparent. Let me check color of this one. 175, okay. 175, yes. And I've seen there was -10 on the ordering layer. Let's place it somewhere here. Maybe make it bigger a bit. Wait. No, I need to see how it looks in the action. Maybe we could make it even smaller, like so. I don't know, we need to see it in the action. Now, we need to set up all of these things. What we can do is take enemy skeleton and click copy component, go to enemy slime, paste component values. Oh, we cannot do that. Aha. So what we can do about this? We should set default values, but for now it's kind of late because I already dragged the object, so I'm gonna copy them. But in the next video, when we create a new enemy, I think I'll open enemy script and I'll add default values to all of these, right? So knockback power is 712, knockback duration 0.07, 712.07. We might change it a bit because this enemy should be heavier than the skeleton. Attack check radius, let's see. We're gonna place attack check radius in front of this enemy. Let me see animation. So when he attacks, he does it here. Kinda too much, maybe just a bit smaller, 0.6, and place it a bit here. All right. Now capsule collider I can see is off. I'm gonna make it horizontal and I'm gonna adjust it to fit this enemy. Okay, this is good. Now let's go back and see, what is it? Ground check. So we need to move ground check in front of him. And you probably notice this enemy looks to the left and opposite to skeleton who looked to the right. So we're going to change his default facing direction in the script. Let's increase ground check distance like so. Wall check distance, also we need to increase it. And I see gizmos goes to the right, even though it's not supposed to be. So what I want to do here is to make it look according to the facing direction. Let's go on the entity, find gizmos of the wall check, and I'm going to do multiply by facing direction. It's not going to be fine now, but later it's going to be fine when we play the game. Okay, so I'm going to place, wall check somewhere here. If you want to see how it's going to look, you can just put a minus sign here. It's going to look something like so. Right, so we can maybe make a 1. But then you need to delete minus because later we're going to flip it in like automatic way. What is ground? Ground, what is player? Player, stun duration, and counter image. So this is counter image. Stun duration is 1, 10, 12. 1, 10, 12. Move speed can be, different because this is the different enemy. And I'm planning to have this one as a big slime first. We're going to set up everything, then we're going to duplicate and make him smaller. So let's say this one moves really slow with the 1.5. Idle time can be 2, battle time can be 5, attack distance. This is interesting, like when he detects the player. Also, this should be facing another direction. Where is it? On the enemy, in the collision. Yeah, it is here, facing direction. Okay, it's going to be fine later. I'm going to do 1.5 for now. And place attack check. Are we doing this We doing attack distance from the center point of the enemy or what? I don't get it. Yes, we do from the center. Okay, so we need to take this animator together with all of the things we've said before and place them somewhere here. So it's kind of in the middle. And now we take enemy, place them here, and we need to fix collider real quick. Maybe a 0 on the offset. Okay, my bad. Need to fix it again. All right, so this is good. I forgot to adjust visuals according to the actual game object. And this is the attack check. Everything looks good to me. Let's see what other values we need to have here. Attack cooldown. We're not touching that, but we set in minimum and maximum attack cooldown. So let's say he attacks barely, like 0.15 to 0.45, right? Or even slower, 35, because this is the big slime. Now we've got this on the item drop. At the moment it is empty, and we just need to assign prefab. I'm gonna lock this one because we need to assign a couple of other prefabs. Let's go to prefab, find item object, prefab, possible drop. I'm not gonna set up now. On the entity fix, we need fx, pop-up text. We need flash material from the material folder, flash fx. Flash duration was 0.2, I believe. Let's go to prefab, ignite color, all of this. All of this we can do in a very smart way. Let's select enemy skeleton. I'm gonna unlock the slime. Take entity fx, click copy component, go to slime, find entity fx, and paste component values. Good. Now it is the same as there, except the ignite, chill, and shock effect, because this enemy doesn't have them here. We need to find them, chill, shock, and ignite, and drag them to the enemy like so. Let's do stop. And we also need health bar, I guess. So let's maybe copy it from here, paste it here. Now this one's supposed to be placed above the head. And all of the fixes should be placed a bit above the health bar. Stop. Okay, let's see. Now we need to drag them. This is chill, this is ignite, and this is shock. Shock. And also I want to make the same order. So first ignite, then chill, then shock. Okay, we've got this. So entity fix set. Now let's go and check other things. Rigid body, rotation Z should be frozen. Collision detection continues. Gravity scale, we can make it heavy. So I'm gonna put 6 here. What else? Let me see. Enemy stats. Well, we can set up stats later, right? But we need shock strike prefab. Let's lock it. Find it in the controllers, I believe. Oh, here, shock strike prefab. And I'm not sure we want to set up stats now, but just for the easier testing, I'm going to give base value of the damage 5 and health maybe 75. Okay. Good, we got the stats. Now we need to set up states of this enemy so it's going to work properly. And what I want to do before I make it, I want to go to script folder, enemy, slime, and then I want to close my Visual Studio, because otherwise it's going to pop up every time I create a new script. Okay, now let's double check what we had on the skeleton states. It was skeleton attack, skeleton battle, skeleton dead, grounded, move, stand. Okay, let's make C# script, slime, grounded, state. C# script, slime. Oh, it still does it. Okay. Slime, battle, state. Now from battle we go to attack, so we need slime, attack, state. Then from ground, we go to slime idle state, and we go to slime move state. And we need slime stand state, slime stand state, and we need one more. Oh, so many things. But still, it's really fast. Compared to what we spent on the skeleton, we have most of the job done now, and we just need to do a couple of things, right? And last one was slime dead state. Good. Now I'm gonna select these scripts and open all of them. Good. Something I wanna say before we begin making states of the slime. A lot of things gonna be acting the same on a lot of the enemies, like let's say grounded state, right? Any enemy in the grounded state should be walking left and right. If he detects the player, he goes to battle state, or if player is nearby, he goes to battle state. That is okay. The problem is we cannot make inheritance. What I'm trying to say is we cannot make grounded state as an inheritable state, because of course both of the enemies gonna detect the wall and both of the enemies gonna transfer to battle state. So that sounds like something we could make as a parent script, then inherit from there. But the problem is the result. We change state to enemy battle state, which is in this case enemy skeleton. So I cannot make a reference just to the enemy, because enemy skeleton, let me do pick definition, holding states of the skeleton, right? And slime right now gonna have states of the slime. So I cannot make a script which would transfer for the enemy to his states and for the slime to his states, because they're using completely different scripts for transferring. They're using completely different states. So we would have to copy the code and just change a couple of the variables, which I don't really like to do, but it's something we have to do. All right, let's take it from here on the grounded state, copy all of this. Then I'm gonna go to slime grounded state, paste it in, inherit from the enemy state. Then I'm gonna generate constructor. Then I'm gonna go here and make protected transform player, same as we have on the skeleton grounded state over here, right? And then we need another one, protected enemy slime enemy, and we need to assign it here. So enemy slime enemy, I'm gonna rename this to put underscore. All right, and regarding the player, what is it? Why we cannot get it? Let me see. Transform player. Did I misspell it? Yes, I did. Player. Okay. So now this is the same grounded state as on the skeleton grounded state, apart from one point here. You can see that this one tries to transfer to skeleton battle state, and enemy slime doesn't have battle state yet, so we're gonna make it. As of now, this is okay. Let's close skeleton grounded state, go to skeleton idle state. Here we're gonna do the same. We're gonna copy everything here, go to slime idle state, paste this in, inherit from the slime grounded state, and then we're gonna generate constructor, and it's fine. Good. Now we need to go to skeleton move state, copy things from here, go to slime move state, paste it in here, inherit from grounded state, slime grounded, and then generate constructor. Good. Now we have a couple of errors here, but this one just says enemy doesn't have idle state yet. We don't have states on the slime yet, but we're gonna make them later. For now, let's do a couple of more states here. I'm gonna close skeleton move, close skeleton idle, and close, where is it? Oh, it's not there. Okay. Now we need skeleton attack state. I'm gonna copy it from here, copy, go to slime attack state, paste it in here, and inherit from enemy state. And we're gonna generate constructor. And we need to add protected enemy slime enemy. Then I'm gonna add it here, and I'm gonna rename it to put underscore. Now we have the same. And again, it shows error that enemy slime doesn't have a battle state, but we're gonna make it, no worries. Actually, let's go make it right now, and then we continue with other states. Let's go to enemy slime here, and we can see it's completely empty. We need to do override of the start. We need override of the update. We need override of, what is that? We need override of the can be stunned, I guess. We'll check later on the skeleton. Let's focus on making states now. As a reference, you can always go to previous script and see how it looks there. So if I open enemy skeleton, I can see I have states, and I can see I have them assigned in the awake. So this is what I need to do now on the slime. All right, I'm gonna go here and make region states, in which I'm gonna have public slime idle state, get private set. Then I have public slime move state, get private set. Then I have public stun state, slime stun state, get stun state, get private set. Public battle state, right? I forgot. Let me see skeleton. Move, battle, attack, stun, dead. Okay, so back here, public slime battle state, public slime attack state, and last one, public slime dead state. Now we need to assign them in the awake. So I'm gonna do override awake, in which we're gonna do idle state equals to new slime idle state. For the constructor, we passed in this state machine. For the animator boolean is going to be move, and for the enemy slime, this. Same goes for move state. New slime move state. This state machine. Oh, this should be move, and that is idle. Okay, sorry. Here. Idle. All right, what other states we have created? We have stun. No, it's not ready yet. Move is ready. Idle is ready. I'm gonna close them here. And for the idle, I'm gonna comment this out because this is the sound of the skeleton. Actually, I can just delete it here. Okay, grounded state we don't need. Dead state, stun state, not set up. Battle state not set up. Attack state is set up. So we can go back to enemy slime and make attack state, new slime attack state, this state machine, attack, this. Now let's make battle state as well. Battle state, new battle state, slime battle state, this state machine, and what was that? Move, we use it move for battle state, this. Now it shows me an error because this one doesn't have anything done yet. You can see it is empty. So let's work on it. This one is enemy state. I'm gonna delete it from here. Generate constructor. I need protected. Actually, we don't have to make protected because we're not gonna inherit it. But I already did protected for all of them. So just protected enemy slime enemy. I'm gonna put it in here. Now we need to copy functionality from the skeleton battle state, so we don't have to type everything again. I'm just gonna copy it from here to here. And we can see we need movement direction and transform of the player. Where is it? Slime battle state. Paste this in. Let's make We don't need it protected. Let's make it private. I'll try to fix it when I see it, but I won't go here and there again. So private transform player. This one as well. Private. And what was that? Facing direction. Skeleton battle state. Int movement direction. Okay. Slime battle state. Private int move direction. Good, so this is gonna work. We can go back to enemy slime. We can see no errors here. Now let's make a slime stun state equals to, stun state equals to new slime stun state. This state machine, boolean was created as stunned, if I'm not mistaken, but I wanna see what is the boolean on the enemy skeleton because I want to be consistent. Enemy stunned, the same, good. Stunned, this. And we need dead state equals to new slime dead state. This state machine, dead, this. Is it same as on the skeleton? Dead state idle, because we're replacing it with the sprite that we used last, if I remember it correctly. So I'm just gonna put idle here as well. Now let's adjust these two states as well. I'm gonna go to definition. Here it is, empty. We need to delete everything, inherit from enemy state, generate constructor, make reference to enemy. You can see same steps, right? We're gonna change functionality a bit, but most of it gonna be the same. Now, what was the stun state of the skeleton? Just this. Gonna copy it from here, close it, go here and paste it in. Okay. Again, we cannot do inheritance because on the stun state of the slime, we transfer into idle state of the slime. You get me, right? You cannot do same enemy for all of them. All right, so this one is done. And that state. Enemy state. Gonna generate constructor. Private enemy, enemy slime, enemy. Let me see skeleton dead state. Here it is. I'm gonna copy, go to slime dead state, paste this in. Okay, this is kind of done. We copied that state of the skeleton. We don't need it anymore. Same goes for battle state. We don't need it. Enemy skeleton, we're gonna need it. We're gonna use it as a reference further. Slime stun state setup, 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 setup. This is entity, we can close it for now. And enemy slime doesn't have errors. Now, I know we need to initialize the state and we need to update current state. And I just, what is it? And region expected, okay. And region. And I remember this, but for you, if you don't remember, you can use enemy skeleton as the reference. You can go here and see. We need to initialize idle state in the start, and we need to do, we do update on the base, right? State machine, initialize idle state. Do we do update of the current state? Yeah, we do it in the base of the enemy. All right, good. Let's see what else. Can be stun is overwritten and this function is overwritten. So I'm just gonna copy it from here, go to slime enemy slime, paste it in here. And I guess we don't need update now. We used it to debug stun. So now we don't need it here as well. Okay, so basically now slime supposed to behave same as the skeleton, exactly the same. And we need to check it first because I could forget something. Let's see it, how it is behaving. What is it? The namespace. Oh, this is extra. Any others? Extra. Extra. Okay, now I'm gonna press Ctrl-Shift-S to save everything together. Switch off counter image by default and see how it behaves. Oh, there is one obvious issue I forgot to do. I forgot to change default facing direction. Let me unlock it, counter image off. So now it's going to behave super weird. Yeah, it's kind of in reverse, but still works fine, right? Works how it should be. Let's change default facing direction. We're going to go back to code of the enemy, and here I want to make a function. Actually, we can do it on the entity. Entity, go to definition. In the flip region, here I want to make public virtual void setup default facing direction. We're going to take int as the direction, and then inside we're going to do facing direction equals to int direction, and if facing direction equals to -1 means we look into the left, then facing right equals false. This is how it's supposed to be. And then we can go to enemy slime on the start or even in the awake and just type here setup facing direction -1. Good. Now let's try again. Let's go now, and he walks to the left as he's supposed to be. I'll try to aggro him. He attacks me. Okay, this is good. Although we can push each other, because I forgot to change the layer. Let's take enemy slime, layer, enemy, null this object only. Let's try again. I think we can increase attack radius just a bit, because he's not kind of reaching me when he's supposed to. All right, let's increase attack range. Attack radius. Enemy slime, attack radius a bit bigger. 0.8. And we can move it a bit outside. All right, this is good. So we have a slime that attacks you. Now what we need to do is to make it multiplied when we kill it. Oh, it goes down so slowly. What is the gravity scale on the skeleton? 12. So enemy slime should have 12 as well. This is good. Went down. Okay, listen, I think this video took long enough just for creating a slime. Although if you compare it to other things, like when we were creating skeleton for the first time and entity fix, all of that was prepared before, so we just had to set it up. It was kind of fast, but still took some time. So I wanna wrap this up, and in the next video we're gonna make this slime multiply itself when we kill it, and also do a couple of settings. All right, good job. See you in the next one. Hello guys, in this video you're gonna modify the enemy slime. The main purpose of this enemy actually was created. It's gonna make smaller copies of itself when it dies, right? Gonna be super simple to do, also looks super cool when it's done, so I think we should do it. We're gonna have public enum that will state which type of slime we're currently dealing with. So it's gonna be public enum, slime type, big, medium, and small. Now let's make a header. So slime specific. I just want to have slime type so we kind of know with what slime we deal in. We can see it in the inspector. So I'm going to make serialized field private slime type. Then we're going to have serialized field private int how many slimes we are planning to create when this one dies. So we're going to have amount of slimes to create, kind of long name. Slimes to create. Then we're going to have serialized field private game object slime prefab, and we want to have kind of a velocity to know like how hard we should push a new slime when it's created, so it won't be just, you know, appearing there. It will pop up and it's going to look better. So I'm going to have serialized field private vector 2 creation velocity, right? So it's going to be mean creation velocity, and we're going to have max creation velocity. I think that's good for now. Now we need to go all the way below and make a void private void create slimes, in which we're going to have integer for amount of slimes, and we're going to have a game object slime prefab. And now we need to make a for loop for the amount of slimes, and we're going to have wait a second, game object new slime equals to instantiate slime prefab transform position Quaternion identity. And now we need to call this function when we die. What I want to do here is to first of all check if this is a smaller slime, so it won't create any copies, because otherwise smaller one would multiply itself endlessly, which is not cool. So we're going to have if slime type equals to small, then we're going to return, and after that we're going to do create slimes. We're going to have amount to create, what was that, create slimes to create, and we're going to have slime prefab. So this one will create new objects. Also, I want to give them some velocity, and because this is going to use its own script, we can make a function here. We can make public void setup slime, in which we're going to have float x velocity equals to random range from minimum creation velocity dot x and maximum creation velocity dot x. Same goes for y. So this one goes y, y, and y. And we want to do simple check here. We want to set is knocked to true, so velocity can be interrupted by any of the states. Then we want to have component of this slime, and because this function can be called before we actually assign rigid body, we have to do get component of rigid body to d dot velocity equals to new vector 2 with x velocity multiplied by negative facing direction and y velocity, right? And we want to cancel knockback, so what I want to do here is to make private void cancel knockback, which gonna do is knocked false, and then we're gonna invoke this function. So I'm just gonna do invoke cancel knockback in 1.5f. Is it the same name? I hope so. Yeah, it looks the same. Okay. Now we need to call this setup function. So I'm going to go here and say new slime, get component of enemy slime, setup slime. And we want to compare facing direction. So if newly created slime doesn't have same facing direction as the parent slime, then we're going to flip it. So I want to pass here facing direction. Here I want to accept facing direction. And then I want to say if facing direction not equals to facing direction, then flip. Wow, how fast was that? Good. And now we have the functionality. We can go and try this. But before we try, we actually need to set up prefab of the slimes. Let's go back to Unity. Now here back in Unity, we need to set up the slime. Gonna be not difficult to do. We need to see how big it should be. We need to play with the size a bit, and actually I'm not sure about the size, but I want the big one be like really big. So let me name this one as big, and I'm gonna duplicate it, right? So the big one gonna be, to know, is it too much? I guess so, it's too much. This is like a boss size, maybe 1.8 or 1.9, 1.8. Looked good to me. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let it be like so. So 1.8. It makes sense to make another one smaller, like maybe by third, right? 30% smaller. So maybe 1.2 or 1.3, something like so. Yeah. And this one gonna be medium. Medium. Let me see. Let's make this one 1.7 maybe. What do you think? Now let's try 1.8. I don't know. And we need a small one, so we're gonna duplicate this one. It's gonna be maybe 0.7 in size or 0.8. And this one gonna be small. Okay, now let's set them up. We need to make prefab out of these. right? So I'm gonna go to prefab, enemies, and take these three and drag them here. Okay, now we have them as a prefab. We can take big one and tell that his prefab is medium, because big one gonna create medium slime. And let's say he's gonna create 2 of them. For the medium one, he's gonna create small slimes. Give me a sec. Small, and his slime type is medium. He's gonna create 4 small slimes. And small one gonna create none, so we're just gonna change slime type to small and leave it as it is. Now we need to set up minimum and maximum velocity, so I'm gonna select them, make it maybe 12 minimum, 16 maximum, or should we do less? No, it's okay. And for the Y, let's try 10 and 14. So this is minimum and this is maximum. And I want smaller one to fly further, so maybe I will make minimum 14 and maximum 18. And here 11 and 15. And this one not gonna fly at all. He's gonna launch. All right, so wait a second. Yeah, so small one not gonna make anything. Small one not gonna use this velocity, right? Or it will. I forgot the code. Give me a sec. No, we're using our own velocity. So small one gonna fly with this velocity, and medium gonna fly with this velocity. And big one not gonna fly at all, so it can be 0 here. Okay, good. So this is supposed to work. And I want to try this. Let's just select them all, click override, apply all. Then we're going to switch off these 2, and I'm going to try to kill them. I'll make this full screen. I guess I can do that. Yeah, let's try. Okay, he's not entering the battle state even though I'm close enough. I guess it's because of the range we've set before. Okay, I'll look into that. Let me kill him. The 2 small slimes. Nice. And 4 smaller one. And let's kill him. Good. I like it. A couple of issues I see here. First one is I can see that the kind of flying not enough. Could be more. I think they could use more velocity. So let me try to do that. I'm going to switch them on, because otherwise if you apply override to switched off object, it's going to be switched off when you create it, right? So medium one could be 14, maybe 12, 18, and 16. Don't know, just throw in random values. And this one can be even bigger. So from 18 to 20. And for the Y, maybe 12 to 16. Don't know, we'll see. Yeah, now let's try this. And also I have a chance to show you a couple of, let's say, behaviors I noticed that I want to fix. Really something good, I guess. Oh, too many of them. Wait a second. Switch off these 2. Okay, so first of all, you can see he hits me and then he comes closer, and this might be till he comes inside of the character, which is okay. I guess in the real gameplay it won't be noticeable, but I think he should stop movement if he's close enough. This is something we should do a long time ago, but never bothered me because I was focused on the items and inventory and stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna fix that. And also, when you have 2 similar enemies, they may become as one. They may overlay each other, which looks really like this is just one enemy. Like now it's okay, but wait a second. You'll see what I mean by that. Yeah, so now it looks like almost one enemy. So what I want to do here is to give a knockback a bit of the random offset. So when you knock them back with the attack, one of them may come further than another one. This one, yeah. And also there is one behavior that we made, I would say accidentally, which I really like, but still if we want to change it, I'm going to show you how. So at the moment, if somebody hits me in the time of movement, you can see I kind of stop, which is, I guess it gives more feeling, like I like it, like you have impact of the damage there. Your character stopped, he cannot move when you got hit. This is like pretty good behavior, I would say, but still if you want to remove it, I'm going to show you how. So if you want to remove it, this would be the first task to do. You need to go to the script and find place where we apply knockback over here. So because we have knockback power on the player 0, right? We have 0, 0. That's why she stops there. Like she doesn't move at all. So what we want to do here is to say if knockback power.x, let's say, bigger than 0, then we can apply this. Or knockback power.y is bigger than 0. Yeah, then we can apply this effect. So I'm gonna comment this line because I like that effect, and I'm gonna write this. This line makes player immune to freeze effect when he takes hit, something like so. All right, good, good, good. Hey, boys. Okay, now it works. Now I need to uncomment this and see it again. What is it? Okay, so it fixes the issue. I can move. Good. So yeah, if you want to remove that, just uncomment this line. Good. Now regarding the movement in the time of battle state, we can go to battle state here and just make one line of code, actually two. If enemy player detected and enemy player detected distance is less than enemy attack distance, and we can shorten it maybe by removing some, so maybe minus 0.5f, then return. So if enemy detects the player and he's close enough, like he's in the attack distance minus 0.5, then he's gonna return and movement won't be applied. I think this is good. Yeah, let's try on 0.1 to see how it works, then we can increase the value. And also there was a bug, if you've seen, like I was behind the enemy, but he wasn't applying aggro. He wasn't entering the battle state. That is happens because we increased size of the slime, but we did not change the distance of enemies taking aggression, right? Because we have it hard-coded on the grounded state. Let's use an example of the slime grounded state here, right? We use this number 2. That's why. So what we can do is to use a variable. Let's go to the enemy script. There is attack info, attack distance. I will put here additional line of code public float aggro distance, and I'm gonna make it 2 by default. Now we need to fix it on the skeleton grounded state before we go further. So here gonna be enemy aggro distance. Now for the slime, where is it? Here it is, enemy aggro distance. And for the bigger slime, we can just increase the value. This is how it's going to work. So we fixed another issue. Now he gonna be entering battle state even if you're behind him. And let's go check these 2 fixes, all right? So movement and aggro of the big one. Let's take the big one, find aggro distance and make it 3.5, right? So even if you're behind him on the distance of 3.5, he's gonna take aggro. I'm gonna take them all, apply override, switch these 2 off, and go to play mode. I'm gonna walk into him, and we can see he took aggro even I was behind him, kind of far away, but still he did it, which is good. So we fixed one issue. Now let's see if he walks into me. No, he just comes, attacks, and he doesn't move, which I guess is better than it was before. Also, I feel like he's attacking too often, more often than player could do it. So let's increase his cooldown, because this is a big slime. He's not supposed to attack so often. How about 0.6 and 0.8? What it's gonna do? Attack. Oh yeah, this is more manageable, right? Maybe even bigger, because he's a big enemy. All right, so that's what I want to do. I like it. Let's take and make it 0.1 to 1. I mean 0.8 to 1. For the medium one, I think we can take 0.5 to 0.8. And for the small one, it is good how it is, but I'll try 0.25 and 0.4 here, or maybe 0.5. Okay, don't know. I always want to try different values. Never can stop on one. Also, I think like the big one should not be knocked so easily. So I will decrease knockback power to 5 and 9 here. And his move speed is 1.5. Let's make it 1. For the medium one, let's switch them on. For the medium one, it's okay. And for the small one, I guess we can make them a bit faster and maybe increase knockback power. Because they're small and they're supposed to, you know, be light in weight. Yeah. Good. I'm gonna save the project because this is good now. And I want to apply random offset. How are we going to do this? We can apply random offset only on the X, and let's go to entity. Where is knockback power? I'm gonna do serialized field, protected vector 2, knockback offset. How should we do it? I want it to have left and right, so we can use it as a X and Y. Right, so in the knockback here, I'm gonna do this. Float X offset equals to random range from knockback offset dot X to knockback offset dot Y. So we just take in first and second value, right? And then I'm gonna apply it here, just knockback power plus X offset. Right. Good. So on the player, we can keep it as 0, so we don't need it. And on the enemies, if we want to have it, we can just add some values. And if there is some values, they're going to be used. Otherwise, they won't be used. So let's select them and add something like from maybe 0.5 to 2, right? Every time different. Same goes for skeleton. Where is he? Enemy skeleton, 0.5 to 2. Good. So now every time enemy is going to be knocked with a bit different power, which is better. This will allow us to, you know, like manage them. If there are lots of enemies overlaying each other, you do one kick, one goes further, one goes closer. You can see there are 2 enemies. I guess that's all the bugs I wanted to fix and tell you about. Yeah, I think so. Let's try it now and we're gonna wrap this up. Good video, I like it. We did a lot. Look, he doesn't move at all, the big slime. Ah, he moves but very slowly. Oh my god. I didn't expect you to be so slow, buddy. Okay, I see. Let's make move speed of this 2, of this one maybe 4, and this one 1.5. I don't know, that was too slow. Oh, and also we want to set a certain layer for them. So the big one should be, where is the animator? Here, 0. The medium one should have 1 and small one should have 2. So smaller one always in front. Okay, let's see the movement, because it was so slow I thought he's not moving. Let's go, boys. Okay, this is better. Yeah, let's keep it like so. Okay, now I want to switch this off. Before that, I'll apply overrides. Apply all, switch off these 2, and let's go. Hey boy. Boom. 2 more enemies. Nice. Boom. Bow, bow. Good job. So that's it for this video. Of course, we need to apply stats to the enemies and item drop, but that is about the, the balance in the game, which is whole another topic. And I trust that part to you, even though I'm gonna show you how I'm doing it. This is your game. You're gonna have a feeling for it, so I'll leave that to you. And yeah, see you in the next video.